Hello, everyone, and welcome back to TimeToRole's Campaign 1, The Tales of Ammriel. This is episode 17, and we are currently in the forbidden country of Arune, which is the fairy country. We'll be getting into the recap here in a second, but I do have a few announcements, actually. On October 30th, Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be taking a break from this normal story, and we're going to be doing a Halloween special one-shot. It's called The Nightmare Before Halloween, Santa's Revenge. It's our spin on Tim Burton's classic Nightmare Before Christmas. So if you guys want to go check that out, it's going to be Sunday night, 7:30. We're going to be doing some crazy fun stuff. I'm going to be making some custom classes and races for that, so should be a lot of fun. If you want to go watch this episode on YouTube, it will be up tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It will also be up in all the podcasting formats. And then also the Halloween special should be up on both the YouTube channel and the podcasts the Monday after that. So anyways, let's get into the recap with the friendos. Our buddy Austin will be showing up late today, but he should be playing. We should have a full house today, so it should be fun. Let's do it.
With Chicago Public Schools to help teach computer science to less. Oop, are we back?
We're back, yes.
Okay, then I will save that.
We'll talk about him.
Yeah, right. I will save the rest of that comment for later.
I'm so excited to know more.
So, for slight recap, last we left off, you guys made your way across what is considered the River of Life in Common Tongue, and having a few fumbles across the way, specifically with Elka and her sword. But eventually all of you were able to make it across the River of Life fairly, I wouldn't say easily, but you were able to make it across in a generally okay amount of time for a pretty long river crossing. You made camp just on the other side of the river in a clearing, where you had a pretty quiet night until pretty much right before dawn, where Zane was ambushed by, the only way you could describe it is a manticore. As Zane was being dragged off into the forest, two more manticores emerged and attacked the camp. Luckily, all of the children were safe. You found yourself fighting these manticores that just seemed to not want to really die. Once you would kill them, they seemingly would reanimate and get back up and continue fighting. Eventually, your battle was interrupted by a tall, slender elven woman. She introduced herself as Meredith Blackstone, and she claimed that the forests that you were currently in were under her domain. She's a pretty tall, skinny elven woman, light silver hair, probably middle-aged for an elf. That's where we left off. She offered all of you to come back to her home, and she would agree to hear you out as to why you were in Arune, which generally is restricted to those that are considered big folk or not of Fey origin. That's where we're going to be starting off there. First things first, Elka, you would know immediately that elves, even though they are descendants of Fey, have not been given access to Arune ever. You would all
bitch. Sorry.
You're fine. Your camera's frozen, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Made that look weird.
Yeah, I heard that bitch, and like it.
It's just you looking at the camera.
Yeah.
Yep, that's me.
Oh, magic! Did magic freeze?
Discord's been a butt all day.
Are we having technical difficulties right off the rip? All right. There he is. Oh, we just lost another one.
Yep.
Oh, there's Todd. It's Todd.
What? In and out.
Todd, you just dropped out. Oh no, this is gonna. I'm turning off the name tags.
No name tags.
If this is gonna keep happening, this is happening right now. Live editing.
Oh.
Discord.
Don't know our names by now. That's your problem.
Exactly. Anyways, you know that elves are generally Todd's gone again. Generally not permitted in Arune. So you all seemingly agreed that you had no other choice but to follow.
Would have been nicer to have this information before we decided to follow her, by the way. I'm just like,
I
oh,
mean,
boy.
this information was provided to
I
you.
don't recall.
Yes,
I don't recall.
you weren't here, Mr. Hurricane Man. But that's where we left off. She just kind of gestures. She's like, "It's this way. But do be careful. We could be these forests. Even though I am technically the ruler of these forests, I'm not impervious to attacks from random creatures of Fey descent. They kind of just do as they will." So, you guys follow?
I mean, if everybody else is, I am, but
Stab her in her face.
You're gonna try to attack her?
Can I like make? Can I like? Give me a second to process what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna say, if you'll give us a moment, we would like to discuss some things.
Oh, of course. And she just kind of steps away.
Can I make a check to size her up?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna pull this from your game, Nate. Make a well-being or like a some sort of like basically roll with your highest stat, a d20, and add your modifier of your
That's
highest stat.
copyrighted. I can't do that. It's copyrighted.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Kidding.
I give up.
Send the litigation to my law office.
I guess I'll do strength then.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that. Not with
Just straight roll.
Yeah, not with proficiency.
Yeah, just +5.
Yeah.
My mic stand's so squeaky. Sorry.
-2.
24.
24. Sizing her up, she seems like any other elven woman you've ever seen, which has been few, to be fair, on your end. The only elf you've ever kind of truly gotten getting along with is kind of a stretch at this point, is Thaddeus. But you get the sense that she's not trying to be harmful to you at all. And she's just genuinely just trying to point you out and or try to show you to her home so that way she can hear what you have to say. She's not trying to hide anything from you per se at this moment.
Anything kind of like mischievous about her nature?
Yes. You can definitely figure out that she as she was sucking up the manticore, or what were manticore to your eyes, into her hand, she just kind of had a nice little soft grin on her face, and she kind of chuckled as she did it. But nothing that she was trying to hide. It wasn't like she was trying to be purposely deceitful to you at all. Like, if she was, any action she's taken has been very out in the open.
I don't like this lady, guys.
I don't either.
I don't trust anybody.
I'm getting
No, I
kind of a
haven't.
bad feeling on her.
I know I haven't been here in the last 5 years, but elves have never been given dominion over any land ever. Like,
Has there even been elves here ever?
there have, and they've, tried to, get power, but they've never been allowed it.
Elka, roll a
Alan,
history check for me real quick.
Who?
Elka.
I'm going to ask Alan. Alan, what do you think about this?
4.
Never mind. Well, seeing as that she's the only person we've met here that's not a dragon lady, and seeing as though she called off the beasts that were trying to kill us, we know that she's in charge of them, but I don't know. Something about her I've lived a long life, but something about her is off, but I don't think she's trying to hurt us right now.
I think she's currently trying to hurt us, but that doesn't mean she's not going to hurt us in the near future.
All I know about Arune is that, and Elka, you probably know this better than I, but sometimes they let big folk go and go back to wherever they came from. They washed ashore whenever this island is currently not in the sky. I know that there has been stories of people going to Arune and surviving, but from what I understand, most of the time, the fairies are very reserved, and the Fae folk are very reserved, and they generally don't take too kindly to people like us.
Be fair, it's not our fault we're here.
That's fair, and I think that's why she's not killing us right off the rip. And we also have kids.
We do need to
I
think
wouldn't
about
put
the
it
children.
past her
And I'm
to
in a very
lie.
quiet voice. Alan's gonna say, "I hate to say it, but we may need to use these kids as leverage the most we can."
We got a point.
All right. Let me say something. Excuse me, my lady.
Yes.
So, our whole goal is to protect these children and get them back to their homes and to their parents. And I think if you had children, you could understand the importance of that. Were you aware that these children were missing?
I wasn't aware, and um, if you don't mind me asking, what is the origin of these kids?
Eister?
Sylvania?
Yep.
All the way across that beach.
To be fair, we don't even particularly know quite how they got here, because we got here the same way as them.
Well, that's what I'm trying to help you with. And I have not had kids before, but I have had a little sister, and I understand the wanting to take care of something precious. So that's why I'm willing to help if I can, but I need to hear out your story first, not where everything can hear us. And she like points around to the forest.
Sometimes ears in all directions can protect everyone.
Yes, but not when the ears can cut your head off very quickly.
Well, you seem to be a powerful one. I'm sure you can protect us.
We'll see about that.
Are you aware of a tree that teleports people, that has a soul?
I think I
I
don't
don't
know
think
that.
she's going to know much about another land.
Well, it may shock. Actually, before we get into my personal history, I have heard of something like this. But please, for the sake of all of us, can we please move along to my home? I guarantee you your safety. And if I do anything fishy, you have every right to do something to me.
Can I insight that?
Absolutely.
I would also like to insight that.
Go for it.
I will as well.
Everybody can roll an insight if you'd like.
I got 11.
12.
I got 14. Oh, 15.
Okay. I mean, from everything, you've, specifically Elka, you've been able to read people fairly well. And you know Arune, even though you don't know these woods. Most of the time, like I said last session, Harangons don't venture very far south from the capital. If they do, they're messengers or people of importance. You never had the ability to travel this far south.
Right, I was too young.
You were too young. You are only 18 as of right now. So
Great.
you're very young for a Fae folk. So you've never had the chance to come down into these forests and learn about the culture and learn about the people and what type of Fae folk live in these woods, or if there just happen to be elves that did live down here. All you know from your experience that you've never seen an elf in Arune, ever, unless they were visiting on official business to the capital. So you do get the sense that she's not telling the whole truth. But you also get the sense that she was not lying about not wanting to hurt you.
Don't try.
But
No trusting.
I'm going to also say, because Thaddeus also rolled a 15, Thaddeus, you pick up on that she may be trying to withhold information, not to try to trick you, but to trick other things that may be listening.
Hmm.
We might as well attempt to see what she has to say.
Take
It
her
can't
for
be
her
the
word.
it can't be the worst thing that could happen to us here, I guess.
Just saying, be cautious.
Oh, I don't trust her. But I'm willing to see what she has to say.
The rest of you are, then I guess I am.
I have nothing against it. All right. Alan's just going to walk up to her and be like, lead on. And she'll just gesture to the north, which would be to the right for the map you're on currently. You guys walk a good ways. And it takes, with the kids in tow, it takes about half an hour to get to her home. But as she's like guiding you through these small forest paths, and we're using theater of the mind here. She's guiding you through these forest paths, and she's pointing out different trees that she's like, don't go near that one. That one may come alive. And then she like points to like a bush. She's just like, that one's a tricky one. He likes to trip you. And she's just like guiding you, and she's like, now stay close to the path. Don't ever go into the woods alone. And she just looks back at the kids. Now, children, make sure you go single file. The fairies like to snatch up kids here. And she'll just guide you, and eventually you find yourself at the bank of one of the arms of the river. And in front of you is a very old looking stone manor, made of cobblestone. There's like a nice, well thrown out garden as you approach. Right in front of you, there's a gate that goes into it. There's rose bushes there. There's what seems to be like a sundial type of contraption. There's a and there's all sorts of like knickknacks, and there's a few pumpkins sitting, like pumpkin plants sitting out. And to your right is the riverbank, and it's winding. You see like a little like rowboat that's attached to a wooden dock, and in front of you is just forest filled with colorful types of blues and oranges and reds and all sorts of different like plants that you can't even recognize. But you also see like, which is starting to become more of a trend, you start to see mushrooms sprout from out of the trees. Little like redheaded mushrooms and like brown cap mushrooms coming out of the trees. You see large ones coming out of the forest. But in front of you is a very quaint 2-story cobblestone home, manor of sorts, with a nice wooden door. And I'll go ahead and give you a visual on that.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
As we were walking up the path and everything, was there any man-made booby traps?
No, from what you can see, your passive perception is relatively high. As you're going along the trap, or not the trap, but along the path.
Trap.
It's a trap. As you're going along the path, you don't see anything in particular that seems like it's man-made. Everything is very natural as you're walking through these paths. But the paths you're walking on are not dug out paths. They seem to be like game trails, where people just over time, people using these pathways through the forest, eventually you got to know them pretty well, or that person got to know them very well. But you come up to this house, this home. As you can see, the garden is to the south, and you guys are coming up around here. You see rose bushes covering the stone, and she just kind of like, this is my home. It's quite large for a single lady in the woods. But please do come in and join me. I suppose join me in the sitting area. And as she guides you in along with the children. And let me grab her just for I never made her a token, which is my bad. But let me go ahead and grab. Can't remember what I used for her. I think it was like, oh yeah, it's a druid token. So you walk in. The first thing you see, you smell like a beef like smell, like a very warm, good smelling like stew that's cooking on the stove as soon as you walk in. And there, as you walk in, you look to your left. There's this massive cauldron that's already that seems to be magically boiling water with like leaves and jars next to it. You look farther to the left, and you see like a staircase that is in the circular part of the home that leads up, and it's a spiraling staircase to your left as well as to your right. You look and you see a massive library of books, as well as another staircase that leads upstairs, a spiraling staircase. In front of you, there's a grand eating grand table that's already seems to be set with food on it. And then to your left, you see what seems to be an alchemy set with like a globe and like a floating crystal. And then in front of you is a fireplace with couches. And she just kind of gestures over there, and she's like, "Well, if we can go sit down over here, I'll gladly hear you out." As for the children, and I'm not going to place 30 tokens. So I'm only going to choose one, and we're going to use. We are going to use. Let's just use. What did I use for them? I think I used guard, like a guard token. Yeah, we'll just use.
All right.
This represents all the kids, and she can be like, children, if you'd like to look about the house, you're more than welcome to. Food is already there if you'd like to eat, and feel free to do that. If you go upstairs, you'll see there's plenty of beds for everybody. This place used to be an infirmary, so there's plenty of beds. In fact, I believe there's enough beds to house all of you for the night. But let us talk here, and we can. We'll see if we can do some activities after we are done talking with your protectors. Is that fine? And all the kids are like, okay, and all of them just kind of like spread out as chaotic as a 30, basically a classroom full of kids could be.
Children. No one goes upstairs. Not yet. You must be in pairs the whole time. Please eat, but stay on this floor, and please be quiet so we can speak.
This one will check upstairs.
Before you're more than welcome to. But I would like all of you in attendance, if that's all right. This is my home. I'm more than willing to allow you to go upstairs. We can go upstairs now if you'd like. Before we talk, I'm more than willing to show you the house.
We could just send Ara up there to protect him.
Arya is a child, by the looks of it. Yes, young lady? And Arya's just like, yeah, fine, I guess I will. I wanted to listen. And she'll just wander off with the kids.
Alright, take Aragon with you.
Aragon, come on, buddy. And Aragon just very happily flutters over there and follows her. So you have a young bird woman, an Arakakra, if I'm not mistaken, and a blue dragon with 30 human children? That's
We've been doing a lot of work.
It's quite a daunting task.
I trust my daughter.
Okay, well, if you trust her, then I suppose I will be forced to trust her. I'm not trying to be hostile here, but you have to understand, it is my home. But
You have to understand it is weird that you sucked manticores up with your hand.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that's a bit weird, and she looks at her hand. Well...
And this one has never seen manticores like that.
they are uniquely local to this island, specifically to this forest. However, those were just, call them mimics, if you would. I have the ability to create clones of things I see and defeat. But we can get on. We could get on with that here in a moment. Do we now? I'm hearing some people want to go upstairs. Some people want to talk. What do we want to do first?
We should sit down and talk
It-
first.
Very well. Okay. Um.
Hey Zach, you placed on my token. It's not
Yeah.
letting me.
Oh, is it not? That's weird.
No.
We also need beep in the
Yeah,
water.
that's fine. I'll take care of it. So Lara's sitting on Ori's head like normal.
Am I in here?
I don't think you are. I knew we were missing people, but
Yeah, I don't know why it's not letting me.
yeah, it's weird. And then there's Thaddeus. Okay. Is that everyone? There's 9, including Alan. Yep. That's all of you. So she'll just very quietly walk, and there's a, not depicted by the map, but there's like a little stack of wood, a firewood, like sitting like right here. And she'll like reach down and grab a piece of firewood and like throw it into there. And dragging people over. Can you guys not move your tokens at all?
I
I
can
can
do
move
mine.
mine.
I moved mine.
It's freaking.
Yeah, mine's fine.
It should be in your journal, and you should be able to be controlling it, Nate. But that's here.
I
Let me.
can when you put it down I can move it, but I can't put it down.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Hmm.
Anyways, so I suppose, and Ake, are you going to be standing next to the fireplace with her?
Yep, I don't trust her.
Okay. Well, I would ask that everyone be seated. Young man. Oh wait, you're not young. You're a gnome, aren't you?
That I am.
I sense some distrust, which is fine. I understand the lack of trust. We did just meet, and in some precarious situations. I'm sorry that my creatures were being so hostile towards you, but you have to understand that they are my protectors. And you got a little close to the house, unfortunately.
Well, it's not that I don't like you or trust you. It's I don't trust anybody. You can ask these guys. I don't trust them either.
He does tend to sleep in trees usually.
You're gonna see her eyes, Aiko. You're gonna see her eyes kind of like, she's gonna blink and her eyes are gonna glow this like really bright green, and she's just gonna look around. She's like, all of you seem to be very capable. Some of you don't use magic, I suppose. And then she looks right at Vaten and says, "You're a druid." Interesting. And looks at Lara. So is she. What a little one to be a druid. Pardon.
This bench holding up.
Oh yeah, actually, it's 100% holding you up.
Okay.
It's actually the most sturdy seat you've sat on in a long time. But
Test it out a little bit. I'll hop up and down.
yeah, no move at all. Well, so I suppose tell me your story. What happened? How did you come to be on this forbidden continent?
Well, we all met at a library. We're told to go to Keister to look into missing children. We did. We fought a shapeshifter, which spoke Infernal. I'm not a big fan of him. He's a big fan of me, though. We tracked down the children-ish to a tree that teleported us to a cave, and then when we came out of that cave after finding the children and killing what looked to be Lonnie, we were here. Is the long story short version of our adventure.
Understood. And so you have no idea why you're here.
No. We just need a way back to Keister.
Okay. I don't know if I can get you back directly to Keister, but well, I actually don't know where we are in the world. The explored world, the known world, is quite small compared to the size of this actual world. And Arune is forever floating through the sky and the sea, and occasionally makes its way back to the known world. And I believe we're actually floating over the known world right now. I just don't know where we are. But I'd have to inquire, or I guess acquire some information to see exactly where we are, and maybe get I guess a skyship to come get you, but that would be...
I do love a good airship.
Yeah, okay. Well, given that you have 30 children in tow, and all of you seem to be quite confused as to why you're here, I'm inclined to believe you. I just don't know how I can help you. I guess the only way I can help you now is to provide you shelter and food. Like I said, this place was an infirmary at one point. But it was since abandoned and then given to me and my younger sister. That was a long time ago.
Where's your sister?
I would like to know that myself. She just kind of went off and never came back. But
Went off where?
Arune touched down, and my sister was eager to get off the island, and she got off somewhere. I believe it was when the Valencian Empire was still around, or at least all of the Valencian Empire. She got off there, and I plead with the king to not take off yet, and she just never came. We're half sisters, but we both were swept up here. I'm actually from Sylvania, when I was a young girl. But that's fine. I guess I'll tell the story. When I was a young girl, along with my sister, we lived on the Azure Coast, which is the northeast portion of Sylvania. And we lived in a small town. I've honestly forgotten the name. We lived there with our father. Our mother unfortunately passed away due to our birth. Well, my sister's birth. And we lived there with my stepfather and her father. And stepfather was a fisherman, and we traveled out and got swept away by a storm. My father was, I'm guessing he's dead. But my sister and I clung together and floated through the ocean. Eventually, we came to shore here. And we struggled for a while. But then, a very curious stranger kind of took us under his wing and saved us and protected us. Now, you see, my sister, she was half elven. I'm full elf. Our mother is elven. But when we were swept up here, we were saved by a curious man. His owl-like appearance was really startling, but he did save us, and eventually gave us this home. And then he too disappeared eventually, but
What was his name?
I knew him by Al, but his full name is Alistair.
Hmm.
And
Would Alistair have the authority to give out land?
Yeah, he was one of the lords of Arune, and
Hey, hey Zach.
yeah,
Is that food back there?
behind you, yeah,
Yeah. Excuse me.
fair enough.
Is there a bathroom around here? I gotta use the bathroom.
There is a chamber pot upstairs, but you know the nature is your restroom, as they say. Don't wander off
Alright.
too far if you're going to the restroom outside, though.
Alright, I'm gonna head upstairs to use the restroom.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, anywho, we were taken in by Alistair, and I guess he raised us for a while, plead with the king to not immediately, well, to be frank, kill us. And then after he gave us this home a long time ago, he disappeared along with the two, well, one of the crown princes. But I have no idea where they went, and I haven't seen Alistair since. And then probably after he disappeared, we landed just off the shores of the Valentian Empire to the south, and my sister left me. So now I'm here. All alone in this large house in the middle of the forest in a land that I was not supposed to be in. So I apologize for being a bit skeptical whenever I see people that I don't know.
And this crown prince that disappeared that you speak of,
Oh, that's Prince Leon. He disappeared. Well, his full name is Leonidas, but Leon, everyone called him Leon. He was very sociable and would definitely send his father into a tantrum every once in a while, but he was apparently tired of his life as a prince and left. I don't know. You would know more about that, young. I never got your name. Pointing at you, Alka. You're muted, by the way.
Muted. Yep.
You can call me Lady Burning Bright.
Burning Bright.
Burning Heart. Sorry.
Burning
I know my own last name.
I would like to insight check that
Insight.
just for my own.
For
Me? Are you checking
Yep.
me?
Yep. Just for my own edification.
Lady Burning Heart is what you said? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look over and stare at Elka. And just be like,
I'm gonna try and hold my poise.
Or he's just kind of eating very loudly while you guys are dealing with that.
Alaric is gonna be like, if there's cheese, can you please bring me a slice over?
Oh,
I fucking love your character, Lexi.
walk
think
over,
by slice,
hand you a piece of cheese. Does anyone else want anything?
She just like almost bites your hand, swallowing it whole. Like Kirby.
Eat much, become strong.
You rolled a 19. Are you trying to hide anything? Okay.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Not currently. Just Lady Burning Heart.
Okay.
Burning
And then
Heart.
there's no real reaction on my part.
Okay. Just trying to gauge if she's actually trying to. That's her actual name. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'll see. You'll see Meredith kind of squint. Burning Heart. So you're from a noble house.
I am.
Interesting. Do you know?
Never.
Do you know a Elkis Burning Heart?
My uncle.
Your uncle. Well, your uncle tends to come down here from time to time. He's a messenger for the king, as you probably know. But I haven't seen him in quite some time. He's only been a messenger for a while now, so but he did come back. He did come by the house probably, oh, I'd say 6 months ago. But
Did he travel alone?
he only came into my home alone, but it seemed like he was trying to begin contact with a friend of sorts. But he never mentioned their name. But anywho, that's cool. Small world, I suppose. Although this island isn't that large. But well, well, I don't know why you're down this far south, Lady Burning Heart. But I'd say just make sure you state why you're here if we ever go to Yalamore.
Obviously. I appreciate your concern.
Okay. Well, you're welcome to stay here. It is getting kind of close to dark. As I see that your large friend over there is already helping himself to the roast boar and all the other sightings that my babies have created.
Babies.
Oh, yes. And she points over, and what you guys didn't see were these animated skeletons making, like, going around putting books up in, like, the library and, like, playing with some of the kids. Like, one of them's wearing an apron.
She's a necromancer.
Demon.
And she's like, oh, they're just, you know, they just help around the house.
Where's one of them?
Oh yeah, I should probably put their, let me put a token down real quick. There's use the skeleton, I'll just use a skeleton token. Because that's what they are. Are you going to show up at any time? Alright, one is, like, over here by the kitchen. One's over here, like, organizing books. And the other one's, like, over here, like, sweeping the floor. What do you want to do, Ori?
Demon.
And the skeleton immediately whips his head around. Oh, hi, sir. How can I help you?
What are you doing?
Making food. What does it look like? Can't you see the apron?
Roll insight.
Go for it.
$18.
He's telling the truth. He literally has like a butcher's block knife in his hand, getting ready to cut into some meat. Is there
Stare at him.
Is there anything you'd like in particular for food?
What do you got?
Well, I have some sort of meat. I don't know. You could go ask my mistress, but I got meat. I got vegetables. I got some other type of meat. I don't know. I don't got a brain. I don't know what it's called.
Bring me all that you have.
Will do. And he just immediately starts hacking back into the meat.
Wait.
Can I help you?
Just in case you misunderstand, don't bring me a lot. Bring me all that you have.
Understood. All that I have. And he looks around. Got it. Okay. And he just starts cutting back into the meat.
Sit back over here.
Anywho, you're welcome to stay for dinner, and honestly, you're welcome to stay for as long as you'd like. I would have to send a message out to the capital and probably go to Yalamore eventually. Since that's the only skyport in this continent. But, you're welcome to stay as long as
Planning
you
on
want.
going alone when you go there?
You're welcome to come. Actually, most of you should... Until we get clearance for you to travel, I would stay here. Most people won't bother you at this home. Most people don't bother me in general.
I may be able to secure us passage.
Really? How so?
I'm from Ebrax, and we're a pretty large trading.
She just closes her eyes and like shakes her head and
Country.
sighs. So you're from that pretentious place.
Watch it.
I'm gonna snicker.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, please. You know just as well as I do that they're very pretentious.
They can be. Not all of us are.
And I understand that, just like not all Fey folk are, I guess, bad or want to harm people. Actually, most don't. There are a few that want to, though. But either way, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to react that way. It's just the last time I met someone from Ebrax, it didn't go well.
Oh, who would that have been?
It was a long time ago. I was some prime minister. Just a short-haired dude. Kind of had horns like you, but...
Sounds like a real dickbag.
But maybe he was a... I don't think he was a prime minister. I think he was a guildmaster? I don't know. Either way, he was kind of not very nice. We asked him to take a look at how... Or, I guess, the magic that, you know, I guess, powers this entire country, and we were willing to pay him a lot of money, and he snubbed his nose at our money and said, basically said that he hopes we fall out of the sky. And then he proceeded to step back on his airship and leave. So, not a fun guy. Anywho. But, anywho, if you want to enjoy the food, you're welcome to enjoy the food. I may ask you to deal with your adventures, yeah?
Yeah.
I may ask you to deal with a slight problem. We'll call it payment for staying at the home. I'll also give you some gold because nothing is free. We'll get to that. It's nothing major. Just go kill a couple of things that are bothering me in my travels. I'm prohibited from killing other Fey folk, but you aren't. She is, looking at Elka.
That hasn't stopped us so far.
Right. But when that happens, just so you know, I have no idea about what's happening. Anywho, enjoy.
A large one likes to kill.
Good. He's gonna need to like to kill. Alright, well, you like to eat? You like to eat. And as she kind of just like walks over. If you need anything, I'll be in my study. And she just walks across the room, and the store shows that it's open, but she shuts the door and sits in her chair. You
I'm gonna
guys
go over here and rummage through her alchemy table.
go for it. And she'll yell from the other room, You're welcome to look around the upstairs if you like, but just stay out of my room. It's the only one with one bed. So you're gonna look through the alchemy table?
Yeah, I want to look for Micah.
Okay. Roll a investigation check.
Can I get up and look with him? Because I need Micah too.
I rolled a 25.
25. There is no mica on this table.
Is there any stones on this table?
There is. It's a very small orb on the back of the table that looks like starlight. But it is the only stone you can see. Other than that, you just see brews, like potions, that have been made. Some of them are labeled, some of them are not. You see a scroll along the table. You see a couple of spell books that are closed currently. Looking over to the right, you do see like a table that maybe acts as like the trigger for an alchemic potion or like a I guess a or like a brewing situation where you're trying to infuse magic into a potion. And then you see a large globe and a crystal, and nothing that looks like mica.
Hey, what that crystal do, though?
It's chained to the ground and it's floating in the air. It's red. Kind of has a faint glow coming off of it. What do you want to do?
Can't figure out what the rock is.
How are you going to do that?
Either Arcana or History, I would assume.
Roll an Arcana check.
Touch it.
It's 17.
It is a magic crystal that is beyond your understanding.
Okay. Fair enough. I guess I'm gonna go eat then.
Does anybody else want to do anything? Thaddeus, Beep, you both are.
Where the hell is this bathroom? I can't find it.
Oh, and she like Ori, as you walk up, thank you for being the test subject. You see her door like open by itself, and as she like overhears this, and she says, it's up the stairs, middle hallway. You'll see it. You can't miss it. It kind of looks like a toilet with plumbing, but it definitely is not.
Okay, thank you, found it.
Cool. And then she said, hello. How can I help you?
Any game around here?
As in like animals? Yeah, plenty.
Where?
Take 15 steps into the forest, and I guarantee you'll find some sort of furry creature running around.
Okay.
Don't make sure you don't wander far enough to where you can't see if you can't see the house, you've gone too far. Bye.
Or he's not listening.
Cool.
If nobody else is leaving with Ori, I will go ahead and leave with Ori.
Okay. You'll see, at this point, you're going to see the kids all just kind of, like, sitting around. Like, one of them's poking the skeleton that's, like, organizing the books and stuff. You see a couple of kids, like, pestering the one that's cooking. Be like, ooh, can you make this? Do you know how to make this? And then you see a few more, like looking at the skeleton, sweeping, go, whoa, how does it move? But they're very curious about the skeletons, and one of the skeletons... Now, kids, you can't touch my bones. They'll just fall apart. And then my mistress will be angry, so no touching.
Wait. I have an idea.
No, you're gone, motherfucker. Go away.
What?
No, never mind. What do you want to
do? Don't be mean to me. What's this one doing?
Sweeping.
Or he's gonna just grab him.
Just grab him?
Yeah, follow me.
You're going to grab his arm?
Yeah.
Roll strength check.
Do not see this ending well.
A natural 20.
You go to grab his arm, and as you continue walking by, you don't feel any resistance as you grab him, and you think you're just dragging him. But after you take about 10 steps away from him, you look down and all you see is his arm and his hand in your hand.
Or you'll look at the arm and look at him.
And you'll see like you'll see him like holding on to the broom with one arm or with one hand. Be like, sir, can I have my arm back, please? I can't sweep properly if you take my arm.
Is there anything on the bones?
No, just bones.
Just bones.
Yeah.
This will work. I'll walk away.
Sir, can I have my arm back? And Ori, as you approach the door slams in your face.
Well, I'm not going yet, so.
And she'll walk out.
We're just gonna grab a few pieces of meat.
Sir, if you take my servant's arm with you, I have to grow him another one. Please give it back.
How long will it take to grow back?
10 weeks. Give it back now.
He can't sweep with one arm.
He does more than just sweep. So can you give him back his arm? Why do you need his arm anyways?
Bait.
Take all... There's plenty of animal bones around here. Don't
This
get...
seems pretty fresh, and I'll kind of wave it.
Okay, and she'll do like the thing that you're famous for doing, like putting her two fingers up to the bridge of her nose and just like scrunching her face a little bit, closing her eyes.
Can I roll persuasion?
Go for it. It's compounding. Good luck.
17.
Bro, she rolled a 27.
Jesus Christ.
So, yeah, she's just... Give me back his arm, I'll find you something else for bait. You already have meat, which we're going to cook that. But you can take it, I guess, if you're going to go collect more meat.
All right. I'll leave the arm. He'll put on the floor. We're just gonna try to open the door.
It opens.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll just walk away then.
You're gonna, Zane, as you're witnessing all of this, and whoever else is sitting around the table, as you're witnessing all of this, you're gonna see her reach out her arm, and you're gonna see the bone start to like hover, and she's just gonna like put her hand out. It's gonna go like the Force, and go straight back into her hand. She's like, I don't know what I've invited into my home. Okay.
A minotaur.
Fair. And she walks over to the skeleton and just goes, now Kenny, I've talked to you about losing your bones. It's not very good. You know how long it takes?
Kenny.
And she like puts it back
That
on.
skeleton is not living through this session.
Yeah, probably
Oh,
not.
you called him Kenny. He's not living through the session.
Oh my god, you killed Kenny.
I didn't even put those two together. Damn it. Okay. But she puts the arm back on and just pats him on the shoulder. Strength check for her. Oh god. She rolled a 19. As she pats him on the shoulder, his other arm falls off. Oh, shit. And she like bends down and you see her hands kind of glow and like his bones like get remended to his shoulders. All right, well, you're almost done sweeping, so hopefully you'll make it through the day, buddy. God, I hope so. This is a lot of rowdiness for one day. My bones are rattled. Very good.
Cricket noises.
If
God, that normally works.
I don't think I've ever made prosthetics for a skeleton before. I wonder how that would work.
And Zane, you just watch her door just slowly shut as she goes back into her office.
Where did Aiko go?
Upstairs.
bathroom.
Upstairs, which reminds me, we're going to go upstairs. Upstairs we go.
Why does she have this many beds?
She said it was an infirmary.
She did.
I do not believe her.
It's for human test subjects. So, Aiko, you, is anybody, I don't think anybody, we'll say a few kids, Aiko, are, like, spread out upstairs already, like, completely ignoring what Thaddeus said. Like, they like, during the conversation, they all kind of, like, some of them kind of snuck upstairs to take a look around, and some of them were, like, jumping on the beds, and, like, oh my gosh, I haven't had a bed like this in forever! It reminds me of home. But anyways, are you actually going to try to go to the bathroom, Aiko, or are you doing something devious?
Well, I was going to use the bathroom, but while I'm up here, I just want to look around to see if there's any hidden chambers.
Okay. So after you let one plop, you hop off.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Sure, we'll call it that. You'll look around and nothing in the bathroom other than what seems to be a type of sink, and like a drawer with like certain toiletries and stuff like that. But you're gonna try to look around the upstairs, see if there's anything hidden.
Yeah.
Okay. As you walk out into the hallway, you see two doors. You see one to your right, one to your left. Although it depicts that it's open on the map, it is closed currently. The one to your right. The one to your left is where a couple of kids are. They're jumping on the beds. And we'll go ahead and say that there's... Sure, we're going to say there's like 3 kids up here jumping on beds, having fun. And you'll hear them jumping on beds, and as soon as you walk in, they're going to be like, oh, sorry, we'll get down now, and they all just kind of get down and, like, sit on the beds.
You don't have to get down. Continue. You're kids.
Yay! And they all just jump up and with joy just start jumping again. And do you do anything else with the kids? They're at this point they're ignoring you because you just gave them the green light.
No, they're kids.
Yeah.
I hate kids.
Fair enough. You adopted a baby dragon and a bird. What are you talking about? Why do you hate kids? Why would you do that if you hate kids?
Long story.
Okay. You fucked the dragon.
Bird, thank you.
Well, Aragon had to come from somewhere. Anyhow.
I go out there ruffling feathers.
Oh. All 3 feet of them. Yep. And yeah, all right, so you're just like looking around. So as you're looking through the chambers, you come out this door, and you look across and there's more beds. Seems to be she was not lying. This was, by everything you can see, this was definitely an infirmary at one point, or something or a place that needed to use this many beds. But as you look around, go ahead and roll an investigation check for me.
9.
Looking around, there's not much you can see. It's literally what you're looking at. It is a bed. It is a room filled with beds.
Oh crap! All right. I guess I'll walk around like this way and then go over near like the piano and all that.
Okay, you walk over to or which way are you going? You're going to go through the arches?
Yeah, the arches.
Okay, so you go through the arches and you do find yourself at a piano. I suppose I should. I don't know. The maps. There's not really a good way to depict if a door's closed or shut, but both this door and this door are shut, but you do see the piano. It's more like an organ. There's 2 like tiers of piano keys, and a well-used bench. Oh, it's the dog pushing his way in my room. Hi, dog. But like there's bookshelves all along the wall. There's a nice ornate rug, but looking around, there's really not much more to this room than that.
With the organ, are there any keys that are like misplaced? Like if you press it, it opens a secret door?
Roll another investigation check.
God damn it, 10.
You've never seen a piano or an organ in your life. So, as far as you're concerned, nothing seems out of place. Everything seems fairly new. In fact, you're looking at just another thing to note. You look around and there's not a lot of any dust or dirt or anything. All of this stuff seems like it's been cleaned recently. Shut up, dog. No. I'm gonna mute for a second. If you're gonna be a shit, you're gonna get out. Anywho, he may bark again. I'm ignoring him, and he doesn't like it when I ignore him.
Are any of these books like sticking out. Like if you pull it, it could be a lever.
Make another investigation check.
God. I give up.
Nah, everything seems to be very tidy.
I was waiting for the 11 on that one.
Me too. Everything seems to be quite tidy, actually. It's there's not a whole lot that you can ascertain from looking around. Everything just seems neat. Very well cleaned. Brand new almost.
Alright, last time I'm gonna go check this room out.
You're you go up to the door and it is locked.
Shit. Who I'm trying to remember who can lockpick.
I can tell you who it is. But I'll let you think on it.
It was Zane or Thaddeus, right?
That's correct.
Yeah.
You're correct. 50-50 chance.
It was Thaddeus.
Was Thaddeus.
And you're both right. Both were right. I have a
Okay.
lockpicking set. I've just not used it.
I want to yell for both of them to see if they can come up here.
You're just gonna yell out loud?
Yep. But
Okay.
I don't give a crap.
Make a performance check.
Do we hear him fall?
He goes to yell and it sounds like a mouse is whispering.
I think something happened upstairs, and maybe we should go check.
I'm going to guard the cheese since I'm at the dinner table from the mouse sounds.
Did anyone hear that?
No,
I heard nothing.
no one heard anything.
Sounded like a falcon or a crow choked on a big piece of cheese.
No, everyone's passive perception is high enough that that it's I'm gonna say it's low enough that you wouldn't have been able to hear it, because the performance check was so terrible. You go to yell and it's just like, and like your little voice box that you had made for you, it like it malfunctions for a second. But yeah.
Alright, fine. I will go to the stairs and yell at them.
Roll performance with advantage.
I give up if it's bad. Okay, it's a little better. But
All of you here. Since she's far away, we'll see if she hears it. Okay. Meredith does hear it. But what do you say?
Zane, Thaddeus, can you come look at something up here? I think I clogged the toilet.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Now roll a deception check because she heard you.
which one?
Deception.
Normal.
How can such a little man
20.
always plug a toilet?
Okay. She continues working in her study. So you guys, Thaddeus, are you
Zane,
gonna go?
I think we need to go fix the toilet.
Zane is not at his computer currently.
He's probably getting his artificer tools. I'm gonna head over.
So you head up the stairs from where he's yelling.
Plumber's tools.
Yeah, we'll call him that. So you're walking up the stairs and you see Thaddeus, or you see Aiko just kind of chilling and just like looking at you, like kind of like glancing over at the door.
Yes, sir.
The toilet isn't plugged. I'm saying this as I'm whispering.
I didn't think it was. You're kind of a small guy to be plugging the toilet. Unless you
Yeah.
fell in.
Well, hey, you gotta go, you gotta go. But there's a locked door over there, and I know you and Zane can lockpick. Can y'all go check it out?
Why, most certainly. Oh, this looks interesting.
I don't know what it is. It's a weird thing.
I'm going to check for traps.
Roll an investigation check.
While he does that, I'm gonna stay at the stairs to make sure no one comes up.
Okay.
Uh,
A 4.
no,
Doesn't seem to be trapped.
okay, and going to use my tool set.
Okay. So you roll a thieves' tool check for me.
It's dexterity, right?
That's literally a thieves' tool check. You should have thieves' tools in your item.
That's
Well,
for
I do.
proficiency, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Asks for attribute.
24.
Since magic is back, was he gonna come up or no?
Oh no, I'm eating food
Okay.
downstairs and IRL. So
Okay.
With a 24, you go to put your lockpick into the keyhole, and you turn it, and you find the first catch, you find the second, and then when you get to the third, you feel your lockpick move upwards, but you also hear a click. And I would like Thaddeus to roll a dexterity saving throw. That's a fail. Eiko, as you're looking around, you also hear this click, and it is loud. And you see in the locked door, Thaddeus, you see a slit open up magically. Like, wood disappears in front of your eye, and all you're seeing is a dart. Sharp point of a dart. And with a 10, it's shot straight at your face. But with a 10, you're able to, kind of dodge enough to where it doesn't hit you full direct hit you like in your brain, but it hits your cheek and sticks into your cheek. You take. I needs my damage dice. Take 5 points of piercing damage. Roll a Constitution save. You are now poisoned.
Ouch!
As this dart gets stuck into your mouth. And numbness starts going all over your face. The pain that you felt from the initial bolt being stuck in your cheek, all of a sudden that pain goes away, the numbness goes away. And then the poison takes over your entire body very quickly. And then your status affliction turns from poisoned to paralyzed. And Eiko, you see Thaddeus stop, go stiff as a board as he's trying to turn towards you, and all you can see is just like the little bit of feathers sticking out of his mouth from the dart that went into his cheek. And he falls sideways onto the ground, stiff. I'd like everybody who is not upstairs to roll a perception check, please.
Including me and Ori, who are outside.
Not Ori and Vaten. If your perception check, if your passive perception is higher than 15, there's no need to roll.
I don't want my passive perception.
It's 10 plus your wisdom modifier, and your proficient it's plus your proficiency.
It's underneath your skills. You can see it there.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, it's okay. All of you hear a very loud, including Meredith. All of you hear a click, and then, ow! Thud upstairs, and immediately you see Meredith slam her door wide open, and she's, God damn it! I should have told them about the trap. And she's like, okay, and she like walks over to her table, her alchemy table, and she looks at one of the jars, and she's, is this? Yeah, I think this is it. I think this is the antidote. Maybe it's this one. Well, let's take both and we'll try both. And she comes up the stairs and sees you, Aiko, immediately at the top of the stairs. Who tried to get into my room?
Well, I clogged the toilet and it was overflowing, so we were trying to find like a plunger or something to unstop it.
Roll a deception check with disadvantage. Because she sees Thaddeus passed out on the ground.
I rolled bad enough. I don't need a disadvantage.
I'm trying to find
14.
With that first roll, you roll well.
I know.
14. She nat 20 to her insight check.
Fuck.
She's gonna... Cleaning supplies, eh? Well, if you needed that type of thing, you could have just asked. And she just, like, walks up. And, you see her step over to the piano and hit a specific key. And you hear the gear reset in her door. And you see the hole that was magically closed, like, immediately close back up. And
I fucking knew it.
And you can roll a perception check with disadvantage if you want to see which key she hit. She was covering her movement.
Perception with disadvantage. 17.
Could we hear that downstairs?
With the thud? Absolutely.
Well, no, the key.
Oh, no, the key made no sound.
Oh.
17, you know it was on the top shelf of the keyboard, of the piano. But she walks over and just goes, "Oh, you poor fool. All right." And how Todd is acting right now, with his mouth slightly open with a dart, she immediately just goes, well, he can't feel anything. And she just bends down and pulls out the dart and just goes, "Manticore poison does pretty well, huh? All right." And she, like, looks at well, one of these may turn you into a bird. The other is the antidote. 50-50 shot. She pops the tab on the green bottle and just pours it down your mouth. And Thaddeus, you suddenly start to feel your fingers move slightly. And you, like, feel your arms. It feels like they're shrinking slightly. But you don't know if this is a subject, or if this is, like, you regaining feeling in your arms. And then all of a sudden you see your nose starts to, like, turn into this hard carapace, like, bone structure, and you see it, like, start to sharpen, and then all of a sudden your arms, like, get shorter and shorter, and you start to see feathers sprouting from your body, and then you just immediately flop into a bird on the ground, still paralyzed. And she's like, "Oh, shit, sorry, that only lasts, I'll just dispel it after we're done." And then she pops the tab on the other one and opens up your beak and just goes, "All right, oh shit, what's the dosage for a bird? I guess we'll find out." And she dumps all of it down your gullet. And you do regain function to your extremities eventually. And in fact, it runs through your system very quickly as a small songbird. And then you'll see her just, like, she's just, Well, I guess this is what you get for trying to snoop where you weren't supposed to. But anyways, and you see her hand wave in front of you, and she casts a spell magic over you. And your body, you just like you see in the Disney movies, you just like the prince turning from a frog. You just see, poof, and you turn right back into your normal self. So we have a rogue in our presence, eh?
I'm guessing this isn't the toiletries.
Keep your lockpicks where they're supposed to be. And don't ever try to do that again. Understood?
Sorry, milady.
There's one place in this house I like to keep private, and that just happens to be where I sleep at night. That's one thing I ask of my guests. Is that too hard to ask?
I thought I was looking for toiletries.
Oh,
Apologize.
roll deception check.
Why he's doing that? Is
With
that
disadvantage, because she doesn't believe Aiko at all.
is that dart that stuck him in the lip and paralyzed him? Is that laying on the ground now?
No, it's in her hand.
Oh shit. Okay.
Right. Toiletries. If you want toiletries, they're in the shelf inside the bathroom. I thought I told... Whatever. Don't enter this room unless I tell you to. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, yes.
Might be a side effect of the potion. I apologize about that. And then she puts her hand onto you and casts Cure Wounds. For... where am I? No, there's my D8. For 14 points of healing. Which should bring you back to full.
Yeah.
Thank
you, milady.
And you like feel the incision in your cheek like blows up as she casts this on you. Very well. Go away for now, please. I'd like to enter my room with some privacy. Plus, I need to rearm the trap. Apparently, there's a reason I made this adult height and not children height. Primarily because, well, actually, I mean, now that I think about it, I should probably add one that's fairy height, but... Huh.
Racist.
Okay, anyways. And she enters her bedroom and shuts the door behind her. So you guys stay upstairs or go back down?
I'll just go back down.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't mean for you to turn into a bird. My bad.
So, let's go ahead and get to Ori and Vaten real quick. Ori, you, for this, we're going to keep it on this map because it also has the outside view. Let's go ahead and drag you out there. And drag Vaten. All right, Joe. Whoops, there you go. That's fine.
Too many Vatens.
One may be too many.
Need more.
But you guys
One does not think so.
Are you guys going this way, heading that way into the woods, or are you going to go back the way you guys came from?
Or he's walking this way.
I'm following.
Okay. So, Ori, as soon as you take 3 steps into the woods, immediately in front of you, you see a wild boar. But its tusks are like all sorts of curled out to the right, and at least its top tusks are, and its bottom tusks are like sticking through its top lip. And when you look at this thing a little closer, it has very, very tiny butterfly wings on its back. And just, it sees you and immediately just stomps and just goes... What are you going to do?
How big is it?
It's about 5 foot at its shoulder.
Yeah.
For the sake of this, we'll go ahead and switch maps. We'll show this map a little earlier than I intended, but that's fine.
Oh boy.
Sneak peek.
So we're gonna let me grab a boar. Except it is a giant boar, and it is standing. Come on. It is standing right here. So you and Vaten would be right here.
Ooh, ready?
And for the sake of this, Vaten, Ori, and the boar roll initiative.
Game on. Here, sheet.
How do you... Never mind, I figured it out.
Ooh, that was an ass roll.
Ooh, I like ass rolls. I mean, sorry.
I mean, if you make enough ass rolls, you get an asserole.
Wow.
Aren't those
then-
just buns?
Damn it.
What do those taste like?
Ass.
Ass.
Butthole.
Okay.
Jeez.
Alright,
I
and...
sure as hell hope not.
Well, the boar rolled a natural 20. So that gives it a +3. So 23 for the boar. But,
Okay.
so let's go ahead and... do. Yeah. Okay. So the boar's going to look at you and lower its head, and it's going to... I need to find the stat block. Actually, it does not have a +3. It has a plus in dexterity. It has a +3 in strength. So it's actually rolled a 20, or you're actually first.
Would our time in the house be a short rest?
I'd say so.
Okay.
Although you did get a long rest before you traveled.
Did we?
Yep.
Before... Was it after the fight?
I said you guys started with full health at the beginning.
Oh, okay. Well... Let me change that then. Alright.
I would have flipped spells around, but oh well, too late now.
And it's going to like sit there ready to charge, but you go first, Ori. Because I assume your dex is higher than +0.
Yeah, it's 2.
Okay.
+2.
So,
or we'll just walk up to it and hit it.
with your glaive or with your axe?
Glaive.
Roll strength check.
One-handing it. Yep. 21.
21,
So-
yep.
Roll to hit. 18 plus... So that's 28.
28 definitely hits.
Um,
You and your +10 attack bonus.
35 damage.
35. How much of that is piercing or slashings versus lightning?
24.
Okay, so 24. That's halved. And as you cut into it, you immediately see it just like furl its fur up and just like stare you down. But you, with the lightning, it does like char its fur a little bit as you cut into it. And it's just still just stomping, just
Relax. We'll hit it again.
go for it.
a 19, so it's a crit. Oh, sorry, I need to make the strength check. That can be a strength check. So.
Okay.
16 plus, so it's 26. And damage. So 20 physical, so that'd be just 10 physical, then 6 lightning damage.
Okay, so 6. Okay, cool.
And it's gonna use his offhand to hit with his axe.
Okay.
So 22.
22 hits.
That is 21.
21 damage.
Yep.
So cut
That
in
would-
half.
Oh, that would be
11.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Actually, that is correct.
Yep. Okay. And just
And
gonna.
that'll be it.
Okay. It's hurt, but not enough to make you think it's going to die right now. And it's going to look at you, stomp its feet, and it is going to charge you with a multi-attack. So first thing is a charge. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Is it a charge if he's already in melee?
If the boar
I think he has
moves, boar moves at least 20 feet straight at a target, then hits with a tusk attack in the same turn. Oh, you are right. It is with melee, so it cannot charge. But it will 10 damage or less. That would reduce. Okay. So it's going to attack you with its tusks. That's a 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
It's with its first attack, so it's a okay. That's 2d6. That's a high fucking roll. That's 14 points of damage on the first one, slashing damage, and then it's going to gash at you again. I just threw my d20 into my computer case. It's fine. Found it. That's the 19 to hit. 19 plus stuff.
Yeah, it hits.
19 plus it's 24. Okay. That is another 11 points of slashing damage as it cuts into you, and it's going to, like, as it cuts into you with its tusks, it's going to lower its head again and, like, try to get low as its bonus action. But that is its turn. Faten, what do you want to do?
Alrighty. On a scale of 1 to 10, how rough does Ori look after those 2 hits?
I still have like 31 health. I'm good.
Okay. So in that case, my next question is, how flammable does the surrounding vegetation look?
Make a nature check.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
As far as you can see, it looked like it may have rained a couple of days ago, so maybe not that flammable.
Okay. Then... Shit, I hate this. We're gonna go ahead and drop a 2nd level flaming sphere on the other side of the boar.
Fireman, take me by the hand. All right, go for it. That's a dex saving throw, right?
Yep.
Okay. Plus 0, that's a 15.
That is a fail.
All right. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I did already. It's a 6.
6 damage. as soon as the fire ignites behind it, immediately you see it's a wild animal. You see its eyes kind of like light up with a little bit of fear of fire, but it stops and like kind of like takes one step towards Ori and away from the fire sphere, just to try to get his feet out of the fire.
Yeah. Then in that case, I don't think I have any good bonus actions. I do know what I can do with a bonus action, but I don't want to do that right now because... Oh, okay. I was misreading it. No, I'm gonna hold on to that. That'll be it for my turn.
Okay, Ori, it's your turn. Well, hi, Doggo.
Alright, he'll swing with his glaive.
Roll strength check. Unless you want to use it like you're supposed to, then there wouldn't be a strength check.
That's not cool. 25 or 20, sorry.
For the strength check, yeah.
Would this be flanking with the fire right there since it's
The fire technically isn't a creature.
Yeah, it's not a creature, so no.
It's like a threat on the other side, though. Would that?
But it can. It could run through the fire. It could run through the fire if it absolutely needed to.
Okay.
So it's not like there's another person behind it.
Roll to hit. It is a 23.
23 hits. Anything that's not a boss creature, I just assume Ori's gonna hit.
One of the reasons why I didn't throw down fairy fire.
That's
so
fair.
28 physical, so that'd be 14.
Okay.
And, or I'm sorry, plus the 5.
Okay, so that's sorry, you said how much for physical? 12, right? My brain just went dead.
Yeah, me too. I did 28, so plus 5, that'd be 23, or I'm sorry, 33.
So it's 19 total damage. Okay.
Then lightning would be 3 damage.
Okay. Got it. All right, cool. It is starting to look hurt, for sure.
All right, I'm going to hit it again. Strength check. 18.
18 hits? Or, sorry, that's a strength check, yeah.
Yep. Rolled a 19, so that's a crit.
We'll see if it survives the morning.
It is... 31 halved would be 16.
Okay.
And or wait, no, it'd be a straight one, so it'd be
it wouldn't be
30.
Oh yeah. So it'd be 31.
31 plus 10, so it'd be 41 damage.
How do you want to do this?
He'll just take the glaive and like chop at its neck, try to cut its head off.
And you are easily able to do that.
Pack it into the fireball or the fire sphere so it gets cooked. We don't have to waste time skipping a step.
It is now dead, and you guys are out of combat. You have successfully hunted a giant boar. Its head is already neatly cut off. What's up?
I immediately dispel the sphere as soon as I see that it's down and not getting back up.
Okay. So the
or he's gonna break off a tusk and a piece of the tusk and pocket it.
Okay. So are you guys going to carry back the boar to the house, or are you going to gut it and quarter it out there?
I mean,
You're
this one could.
Yeah, I was gonna say Vaten is here, so
Yeah, this one could dress the kill, but there are servants in the house.
Do you think you would do a better job or them?
This one would do a better job.
Then it's up to you, I guess.
And then I will come over here and start dissecting the corpse.
Can I make a
go ahead, go for it.
nature or investigation check or perception to see if there's anything else around?
What's your passive perception?
Well, if I'm actively looking.
Right, I want to know what your passive perception is, though.
Oh, okay. Where is that?
It's in your skills.
I'm gonna put that up while I'm checking out what the
I
hell
think
made
it's
that
only
noise.
11.
Oh.
Is it just your?
It's 10 plus your wisdom, and if you're proficient, which I'm checking, you're not proficient in perception, so it's just yours is 11.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's right underneath your skills.
Okay.
You'll see it, passive
I just
wisdom,
wanted to scroll
perception.
down
Yeah.
like 1. Okay. Yeah, it's only 11.
So 11. That's when you can make a perception check. As of right now, you don't see much. Go ahead and make me a perception.
7.
7. You see some birds flying out of a few trees. You see a squirrel that has eyes that are bigger than they should be, crawling along the ground, going this way. And you also see what looks like a small little creature that has scaly butterfly-like wings that kind of looks like Aragon a little bit. But it's high up above in the air, not nowhere close to you. It's probably about 100 feet up. It's flying over you, and it's flying like basically flying well, this way would be north, so it's flying. Think my cardinal directions here for a second. It's flying west, so it's going, for the sake of the map, it's flying north, but it's flying west to the true nature of things. But you don't see much. The forest seemed kind of quiet. There's no other real big creatures around that you can see.
All right, we'll just wait till Vaten finishes.
Okay, and Vaten, you don't have to roll at all.
Yeah. In the midst of butchering this, I would like to also cunning artisan as large a javelin as possible, and pass it to Ori.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm reading construct dragon playing creatures size small. Allows you to create one of the following items: a shield, club, or javelin. To use this trait, you need a blade, such as a dagger, or proportionate artisan tools, such as leatherworking tools. Okay, so you just kind of fashion a javelin for him.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so he hands you basically a makeshift javelin, but it does just as much damage as a normal javelin would do.
For when the rare occasion when you cannot reach your foe.
How far is the reach of a javelin? Is it
thrown? I think it's a 2060, but I don't recall off the top of my head.
That sounds right. Yeah, 2060. So okay. All right. So about, I'd say long enough for a short rest for you two.
I was very wrong. 3120.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Wow.
All right.
So yeah.
Ori will take it and nod and kind of slide it along his back.
But you guys are if you want to, you can roll hit die if you want to for a short rest. But it takes about an hour to properly dissect this boar and quarter it out and skin it, and the head's already chopped off, so already did part of the job for you. And Ori, if you want to keep that head, obviously you can. But takes about an hour, and you guys are able to package up all the meat. I believe one of you have a bag of holding?
I do not actually.
So
How heavy is it?
it's with the meat all like we're saying put throwing into like a sack. Probably it's negligible, probably 30 pounds, 40 pounds. Like this is a big fucking boar. Like you cut out enough meat
Or you'll carry it back.
to make easily 2 weeks worth of rations out of it. But yeah, cool. So yeah, you're easily able to carry it back, and it's nowhere near half your weight, so that you're not going to be in any sort of speed, like halved or anything like that. So no problem.
And if Ori's not at full health following the short rest, assuming he rolled any hit dice at all, I'll go ahead and drop first level cure wounds into him too.
Roll your hit die.
Nice.
Or not your hit die, but your heal die.
If you're either way, screw it. I'll just drop that one into you
And I'm now back to full.
Cool. So are you guys gonna head back to the house then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys make your way back to the house. And we're gonna say we're gonna be downstairs because the majority. Oh, this is the upstairs. Whoops.
Ori and Vaten's friendship leveled up.
Yes, yes, it did. And if you want to
We're
mark
spending
it,
it.
if you'd like to mark that down, you certainly can. Bonding time with your friends. Killing animals together—that's how you bond.
I mean,
yeah. That's how I bonded. That's how I bonded with my dad. Not kidding.
True heterosexual fun.
Just two dudes on the forest.
Two dudes out in the forest killing a boar. That's nothing more heterosexual than that.
Oh, we should invent this game called football.
Oh my God! Stop.
You do have some pig skin.
True.
Damn.
Vaten, hold this ball. I'm gonna hit it with a stick.
Hey, beep can be the time clock.
hold it out, arm extended, head kind of like turned.
No, throw it. What do you do?
Chuck it.
All right, so at this point, when you guys are coming in, it's pretty much dark as you guys are walking up to the front door, and as you open it, you're gonna see most of your friends are done eating by now. I don't know what you guys want to be doing, but you're gonna see Meredith is currently sitting down at the table, and eating something.
I thought she was in her bedroom.
Yeah, but this has been about an hour and a half since, like, this is all happening over time. She's since walked down. She's sitting and she's eating, and you see Kenny here, her faithful servant, holding a tray of like wine and bread and cheese, just holding it up, just waiting to be called upon. Is anybody, I mean, I know Zane already ate, but is anybody else joining them at the table?
No, I'm out lounging on one of those couches.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to drink some wine. Am I drooling because my lips aren't quite working?
No, you've since regained the sudden transformation back into your elven form, as well as the antidote. Your body is back to normal. So Zane's just kind of chilling out on the couches over here. And I'm gonna say most of the kids. Arya has escorted a majority of the kids upstairs to sleep. It has become dark. First real like good night's sleep for these kids in a long time. So she's gonna let them enjoy it.
Ori points to Kenny and leans down the Vaten. Imagine living like that. Pitiful.
And you're gonna.
This one would rather be dead.
And you're gonna see this skeleton with the apron now, kind of like halfway undone, around its waist, but it's going. Oh, did you find anything in the forest?
Slam down the walk over to the counter and kind of just slam it down. The boar remains.
Excellent, excellent. Well,
He would have taken the head, and I'll put that down on the table too.
well, is there anything you would want to do with this head, sir?
You can keep it.
Okay, well, we can make it like that. And he points to, points around the corner of the bookshelf, and like you see this elk head mounted on the wall. We can make it like that if you want.
That works for me.
Okay, I will send it off to the person that deals with that. Well, I guess the skeleton that deals with that. Okay, well, yeah, the meat's fine there. I'll go ahead and, trim up any of the fat that could be harmful. And, well, do you want me to cook it? Do you want me to dry it? Do you want me to salt it? Is there anything?
Whatever is best.
I think we should probably turn. Ooh, what is that? What type of meat is this?
Boar
Boar.
with butterfly wings.
Oh, so you saw one of the pixie boars. Those aren't very rare, and you will find them again. They are a nuisance. So good, I'm glad you killed these. But they do make good jerky, so I'm going to make some jerky. And he just starts going at it, just chopping up into little strips and, like, starting the drying process. And it's going to take a couple of days to fully dry out the meat, but he...
What? Sorry, you can...
He's just going to keep going.
What is your name?
Oh, yes. My name is Kevin. Nice to meet you.
Kevin.
What does that woman pay you for your services?
Pay me for my services? Oh, just having a task to do, really. Being dead sucks. You know that, right?
No.
Oh, yeah, me. Especially if you don't pray to any gods, because you don't really have a place to go if you die. You just kind of return to the earth. And in this case, I died and was resurrected because my mistress was kind enough to bring my soul back. But unfortunately...
You like doing this?
Yes, I have a purpose.
Is there anything else you want to do?
No, can't think of any. I like chopping up meat and cooking food and seeing the smiling faces of all you living folk.
Or he's gonna like take a deep breath and all right. And walk away.
Have a good night. Thanks for the meat.
I feel so bad for them. Say that to Vaten.
Yeah. If the dead one enjoys its afterlife, why feel bad?
Kind of takes away freedom.
Are you trying to hide this conversation?
No,
I'm not, yeah.
we're just kind of talking.
And her passive perception's high enough. She just kind of looks straight at you and just from the head of the table and just looks at you and smiles as if to acknowledge what you're saying. Meredith does. I assume Alara's probably, like, at this point, passed out on the table with cheese hanging out of her mouth.
Could she be on the actual table, just laying on her back?
Absolutely.
Sprawled out, fat, snoring.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Whoa, can she be laying in between the two boars?
Yes, she absolutely can. All right, is there anything else anybody else wants to do? The night is yours.
I'm gonna grab a little brick of cheese and go tuck it under her head, and so her head's using the cheese as a pillow.
Okay.
She's gonna like sniff it. She can like kind of smell it, and just watch her face like slowly turn to the side, and her little teeth stick out, and she just starts nibbling at it in her sleep. Why doesn't know she's doing it? And she starts eating her cheese pillow.
Damn it.
Sweet dreams, little one.
I desperately want someone to like make fan art of that. just
I
a
wasn't
cartoon.
watching
Just a cartoon of
Alan.
Alara eating cheese. You're muted, Mousy, if you're talking.
Are you trying to tell me something?
Maybe. I'm good at Photoshop. I'm not good at drawing, really. So, you
I
know.
have no artistic
He-
talent.
Yeah, he's giving you a hint or me a hint.
Both of you, yeah. You're the artist here. Anywho, so does anybody else want to do anything tonight, or are we good to settle down and take
I'm
a
good.
night's rest?
Night's
Yeah, Ori will settle down.
Okay. Well, after a long, kind of stressful day.
I'm gonna go sleep on the dock outside.
I'm just gonna pass out on the couch I'm on.
I'm sorry. Did you just say you were gonna? Oh, you weren't here. You didn't see what happened to the body of Josiah. That's fine. You can go sleep out on the dock.
You don't want to do that.
You are more than welcome to go sleep out on the dock.
You don't want to do that.
Shoddy trifling.
I'm already
Uh,
there.
All right,
I would
cool.
attempt to stop you before you get
Only
outside.
Ori and I think Ori and Alan would know.
Yeah, only Ori and Alan would have known, by the way.
Oh shit, that's right.
Which actually, where is Alan's token? Is he still chilling? Yeah.
He's still on the couch.
Alan is passed out on the couch, just like he realized that this is a sturdy fucking bench, and he's just laying back sleeping. Long day for him. But yeah, okay, that's fine. Aiko can go out on the dock. We'll get to that in a moment if anything happens.
Alara is too content knowing this woman could be bad.
You got cheese. She's feeding you cheese,
Yeah,
and you're not
yeah.
dead. You're happy.
You got the good cheese.
And it is quite good cheese. Yeah, I'm gonna say before we move on to the next day, all of you get the sense just from kind of spending half a day here, or at least an evening here. This home is what you've guessed to be probably an empty home at one point, or a pretty lonely home, has turned into a liveliness, and you see Meredith just actually enjoying herself. She's relaxed. She's smiling. She's enjoying a meal. She's kind of giggling at Alara sleeping in the middle of the table between the already half-eaten two full boars that have been cooked.
The
but
baby.
She's coming off as almost like a... I mean, there's no other way to describe it, but she's coming off as kind of like a proud, or not a proud, but a happy, content single aunt that gets to watch all of her nieces and nephews for the night. Like, she's just kind of sitting back and enjoying her night, sipping on some wine. But as you guys settle down for the night, you'll watch her stand up and just say, well, all right, Kenny, all right, Kevin, all right, Casey, you can go rest for the night. I'm going to be going up to bed myself. And you're going to see all three skeletons be like, yes, ma'am, all in unison. And all of them are going to walk over to this bear rug and sit down on it. And you're going to see their live skeletons that have like a glow in the eye socket all of a sudden shut. And all of them are just going to fall down like a skeleton in a closet. And they're going to be what is, you could probably guess, is sleeping. So we're going to go going upstairs for the night, going to bed. All the children are asleep. And by the time you all walk upstairs, they're all in bed, sleeping, enjoying their nights in a warm bed for the first time in a very long time. And the next morning comes, and how early are you guys going to want to wake up? Because this is going to affect Aiko.
I mean, Vaten usually is up relatively early at the crack of dawn. I don't see any
Same.
reason
Same
why
with
that would
me.
change.
Okay. All right. So overnight, Eiko, you're sleeping on the dock. You get the sense that the dock is raised enough that you, even if there were a rogue wave, you probably wouldn't get too wet. As you're a pretty perceptive guy, and you sleep out in nature a lot, but you haven't really spent a full night by yourself in these types of forests, on this type of land. I'm going to need you to make a perception check with disadvantage.
12.
12. Okay. As you're sleeping, you're nodding off, you're in dreamland. You have a dream. And in that dream, you see your hometown. You see the trees that all of the gnomish people would live out of. You see an egg sitting inside your home, with like blue lightning strike patterns down it. You see a small little hatchling girl in her crib or on her bed, sleeping soundly. You feel the warmth of fire. And then all of a sudden, you blink your eyes and that little girl is gone. And that egg with the lightning strikes along it is nowhere to be found. Except you feel claws, very familiar claws, resting upon your shoulder. And you look over and it is the face of Aragon, standing on your shoulder. And Aragon looks at you dead in the eyes and says, Eiko, wake up. Eiko. Eiko. And that, do you answer the call to your dragon? Do you wake up?
Yes.
As you wake up, you feel the piercing pain of Aragon jumping on your shoulders, desperately trying to wake you up. Because you have a fin that's about as large as the house rushing towards you on the dock. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Normal.
Normal. 20.
20.
You're able to look, you see it. Oh shit! Grab Aragon and dive backwards as this aquatic creature swipes its tail at the dock, destroying half of it. And immediately it like flips up, and like as it surfaces, you see the top of its nose has like a horn coming out of it. And it like breaches, and you see more of its body, and you see a flat-faced aquatic thing with razor-sharp teeth, dark red eyes, and on its back are these like streamlined scaly wings, like almost like bat wings along its back. And it immediately goes under with its dorsal fin going above like a shark, and it goes under and then jumps up and spreads its wings, and you get to see a full look of this thing. And it is gliding through the air, and you see it has tiny little legs sticking out from the bottom of it. And it glides and makes a U-turn around and looks right at you and just lets out this big snarl at you, and then dives back down into the water. You see its dorsal fin go in underneath, and then you see its dorsal fin slowly resurface and start swimming upriver away from you.
Well, that was an experience.
Anyways, the night passes and the morning comes. Zane and Fatan are up at their normal time, in the kitchen probably, making breakfast, helping themselves to the ingredients that are in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
And the next morning is here. Is there anything that you guys want to do as of right now?
Just gonna help Vaten get food ready for a lot of people.
Yep.
And occasionally you'll see a child like run down the stairs and just go, "Morning!" And then they'll just like run around and they're gonna be out in the books, reading the books. They're gonna, one after another, kids are gonna start coming down the stairs, and eventually you're gonna see the rest of your friends come down. Alara's still passed out on the table from the night before. And you're gonna see Meredith walk down, except not from these stairs. She's gonna walk down from these stairs, and she's gonna immediately, like, almost out of habit. She's in this long, like, beautifully made red silk robe, covering her whole body, and she's just gonna go like look at her cauldron, which is no longer boiling, and she's immediately gonna like snap her fingers. And both of you see this. She's not trying to hide it, but you see like this little red gem at the bottom of it ignite, bright red, and you're gonna see the cauldron start to bubble as it starts to boil. And then she walks around the car. She's like, "Oh, I not gonna say I forgot you were here, but I'm not used to seeing people in my kitchen in the morning.
Well, I hope you're ready for breakfast.
Oh, you're making me breakfast? Thank you. I appreciate that. Let me go wake up the boys. Hopefully they can help you serve that breakfast." And she just like meanders over and like sees the kids. Like some of the kids are like sitting down reading books, and some of the kids are like, one of the kids, in particular, the child that Ori gave Josiah's axe to, the older one, the oldest of the kids, is sitting there with the axe in his hand, like poking the skeletons as they're no longer animated. And she's going, now, I know that you have adventurers as role models right now, but that doesn't mean you get to desecrate someone else's body. And she's, yes, ma'am, sorry, I just was curious how they, are living. They're bones, right? They were dead at one point. Well, yes, I know. They were, but it's fine. Here, I'll show you. And she's like, step back. This gets a little messy. And her hand's gonna glow. For Ori, I assume you're sitting at the head of the table.
Yeah.
You're gonna see her hand glow, this dark purple. And she puts her hand down, and you're gonna see all three skeletons start to move and stand up. It's really weird watching a skeletal frame try to stand up from laying down. But they stand up, their eyes are glowing this like really deep dark purple, and they all three of them wake up. They're like, "Ah, hello, mistress. Next day, huh? That was a long rest, but what will you have us do today?" It's like, now, the house is fairly clean, but we do have a lot of children here, so we'll have to keep up with the cleanup. You know, I like it tidy. But however, Kenny, can you go help the two nice young men in the kitchen serve breakfast? They're making it currently. Oh, and Casey, can you just make sure the kids don't destroy any of the books? That's really my only concern. Like, yes, ma'am. And all three of them stand up, and this is Kevin and Kenny, which I wish I had a way to mark what they were named. But they're gonna
double click on the token. I think you can.
I can
name the token individually.
I can.
And then I think you can even show name tag, so it'll show up kind of like mine is.
Yep, I absolutely can. There you go. That's Kitty.
I can't see any name tags.
Yeah, you might have to mark it so that it's visible to.
It's on the token layer though. Oh, you know what? It might be. in settings. Hold on. Do.
Full screen so I can. Bar options. Thought it should go. I thought.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but
No, it's fine.
yeah, it's whatever. It's fine. But either way, this one is Kenny. We'll just keep them apart, and this one's Kevin. And they're just gonna be sitting and waiting. Just like, well, just let us know when breakfast is ready. Do you need any help?
More hens wouldn't hurt.
Very well. And you'll see Kevin like step up, and he's like he's the main cook in the house. And he's just gonna start helping you. And as he's helping you, you see him like flipping the knife around and like really being good with cutlery. He's like, I think I was a chef in my past life, but who knows? And he just keeps helping you cut things and prepare things and cook and whatnot. But however, breakfast is made without any issue, and Kevin and Kenny help you serve breakfast. I assume at this point everyone has come down the stairs and meeting around the table. Meredith is going to sit at her spot where she was sitting last night. And then Alan is going to get up and just, well, that was a very comfy couch. Madam, appreciate your hospitality. He's going to sit down at the table. And he's going to look over at Lara. Sorry about her. From as long as I haven't known her that long, but from what I understand, she tends to do what she likes no matter where she's at. So
Alara's gonna like kind of sit up. She's got like them sleepy eyes with some snot coming out of her nose, little seasonal allergies going on, and she's just like,
"Oh, it's breakfast time. I'm gonna go over here."
And she's gonna just like haul ass up to Ori's head and lay down.
I'm just gonna walk up to Ori and just put down a glass and just dump appy juice from my alchemy jar for Alara.
It was arrow for that appy juice.
And then I'm gonna go back to the kitchen.
Just imagine just half asleep crawling up Ori to get on
Does
his
she get
bed.
a little silly straw with it?
No, I don't have
No.
that with me.
Do you have silly straw?
No. Give me a schematic, I might be able to make one.
Unfortunately, I don't think we have any straws here. I apologize. But, man. Well, this is weird. I'm not used to having guests for breakfast, let alone guests at all. I guess I can send out a letter today, and the letter should be received pretty quickly at the capital. Our mailing system here on Arune is quite quick. But, alright. Anywho, let's enjoy this breakfast. And for the sake of time, breakfast is served. Everyone eats, and she just kind of looks around. She's like, and at this point, she's done eating, and she's like writing on the desk a letter to, and it's, for those of you sitting closer to her, she can like, you can see her writing to His Majesty. And then a bunch of scribble. She's writing in Sylvan. So, but you can see that you can guess to His Majesty in Sylvan. But unless you don't understand Sylvan, you don't know what she's reading or what she's writing. But basically, Elka, you read Sylvan, don't you?
I do.
She's not trying to hide it at all. She's just.
I'm gonna definitely be watching her write.
You see her write something along the lines of, my lord, I seem to have come into contact with people that should not be here. They're all very kind. They have many children with them, and they are needing assistance. Is there any sort of thing that we could do to help them? I understand we are currently sitting above the above the continent of Valencia. And I understand we will be getting closer to Sylvania over the next couple of days. If we could maybe send for an airship from maybe the capital city of Sylvania, or maybe even somewhere closer to Keister, since that is where most of the children are from, that would be wonderful. I can vouch for these kids, and on the name of the Blackstone family, they will be under my care. I will make sure that they do no ill deeds while they are on this island. Sincerely, Meredith Blackstone. And then you'll see her write, P.S. Since we're over Valencia, have you heard any word of my sister Orphelia? Thanks. And, okay, you see her writing that, and she folds it up into three folds and puts it down in an envelope and seals it up. She puts like a little wax stamp that has the Blackstone crest, which the Blackstone crest is a anvil with a glass jar of like a potion jar sitting on top of it with a hammer going down into it. And she waxes it off, and she's like, all right, well, the letter is written. I'm going to go send it to our Majesty, and she'll like walk over here to this little circle here, this table, and she'll brush the bottle that's sitting in the middle of it aside and place it down, and she's just going to snap her fingers. You're going to see, anybody who's paying attention to her, you're going to see the letter get whisked off, just disappear in front of your eyes and sent off magically, you assume. And then she's just going to walk back quietly and just say, very well. He should have received that in about a minute. So hopefully he'll send one back post-haste. He tends to like to know who's on his island. Anywho, I do think that we probably you won't be departing this place for at least another couple of days. We are currently over the continent of Valencia. So we are flying west, east. So that means we will be passing over the ocean and into Sylvania territory probably within the next couple of days.
My lady, you mentioned a task.
Ah, yes, a task.
That required assistance.
So, I believe I don't know where your friend at the end of the table there went last night to kill that boar. But to the north, there's a passageway of intertwining game trails that I need to take every once in a while to go north towards Alinor. And every time I've walked through there without any sort of protection out, so say like my Manticore friends, I get attacked by, I don't know what else to call them, but Ents. They're like living trees. And they're quite nasty. But I don't know necessarily what their biology is, or if they're actually fae, or if they're just animated plants that just don't like people.
Do I have any information about that?
Roll a nature check for me.
Is this something your books would share information on?
13.
13. You know of creatures that are Ents that do dwell in the forests of Arune. But they're generally pretty passive. They don't normally attack fairies. They don't attack fae folk. You'll occasionally get a rogue one once in every decade, maybe, that will try to snatch up people or fairies and because they're angry. I'm going to say Thaddeus, Elka, Zane, and Zane. Just you three. I'll roll
twice.
Yeah. I'm going to say all of you roll a history check. All of you are well studied on magical creatures of the like.
7.
7.
That's the end.
Ori isn't
26.
educated.
Yes, Ori, but
Bro,
you've never studied Arune. These three have. One is from Arune, and these two have studied it.
He went to the your world equivalent of Harvard. Thank you very much.
That's Strixhaven, and it burned to the ground. You're welcome.
He still went there.
Did he though?
Did he though?
Didn't see him there.
I mean, he might have been the one that burned it to the ground.
Actually,
I
no,
was
this,
there when it burned to the ground, and I don't remember. I mean, my
how long
uncle
ago
was there when it burned to the
was that?
ground.
It didn't really burn for the accounts of my friend. It kind of imploded from underneath.
How long ago was that again?
about 15 years ago, 20 years ago.
Or he was like 5. and
Yeah,
he's
I
just in there he's a little Minotaur boy studying.
Alternative high school isn't the same as university.
But anyways,
He has his GED.
So Thaddeus, you asked about books that potentially would have descriptions of these creatures. She says, yes, I actually have one right here, and she pulls it out, and you pull it out, and you open it up, and immediately on the front page you see Magical Creatures of Fey Origin by author Unvudius Plabberskibble. And you start reading through it, and there's a section on Ents that is very particular, and you read that although Ents in the northern Sylvania forests are not nearly as dangerous as those that inhabit Arune, the ones in Sylvania can tend to attack whenever feeling threatened. The ones in Arune I have found to be a lot more unkind to those that have 2 legs. And then it reads, how to kill them. Fire. Kill them with fire. So, that's all you read. I'm going to say, Elka, Zane, roll a history check.
I rolled mine. It was
Nope.
26.
Roll
New
history. Roll another one.
11.
17.
Zane and Elka, you wouldn't really know this. You've heard the name Unvudius Plabberskibble before. But Zane, you've read quite a few of his books. You would also know that he is a well-known storyteller and world traveler that whose alma mater is Strixhaven University. But that's really all you know much about him. And you read in Thaddeus, you read, kill it with fire. But
well, one of us is really good with fire.
This one is
right at Vaten. Yeah.
Yeah. this one, Vaten just smiles the biggest smile you have ever seen out of him, and just good. This one dislikes trees.
Might be some
Fair
time
enough.
for some pruning.
I agree. Now, if you want to head out and do that today, you're certainly welcome. My fear, however, is that I don't think you will be caught in these woods by anybody that is in power. And the king does sometimes take his time to write back letters, so as of right now, all of you except for Miss Burningheart over there is technically not allowed to be here. So, and trust me, you may not see them, but these forests are crawling with citizens of Arune. So do be careful. And at this point, breakfast has slowly, I guess, like quieted down, and you see the children playing about. You see Arya helping out the kids, like reach books that are higher on the shelf, and eventually it winds down, and she says, "Well, I say, it's about, if you want me to come with you, I can, but it's really just you walk out the door and immediately turn a left and go north up the stream, and you will find the creatures I talk about. Although be careful, they are trees and they will try to get you quietly. And also don't burn the forest down.
Vaten extinguishes the flame that he's kind of been like almost juggling.
Giddily holding on to you. All right, so I assume all of you.
Milady.
Yes, sir.
I would like to personally apologize for getting off on a bad start with you. I overstepped my bounds, and curiosity, of course, killed my cat. Poor little kitty. Anyways, I apologize. And at some point, maybe before we leave, I'd like to learn some knowledge from you on your art of mixology.
Oh, well, yesterday was yesterday, and I understand that some people have a drive to see what they shouldn't see, or see what they aren't meant to see, I suppose. Um, Water under the bridge, as they say. Um, but I'd be glad to show you my practice. I've been doing it for a very long time. So I do know a few things about mixing. Anyways, I'll be here. If you have any questions, you just walk out the front door and take a left and follow the riverbank and you'll be in the area. It's pretty much as soon as you enter the forest. And I don't know where your friends killed that boar, but if it's anywhere near that, I'm surprised they aren't dead. Anyways, have a good day. As she kind of pushes you towards. And Alan's just gonna think, hey, you mind if I stay here, guys? I would rather sit and read and try to figure out how to naturally get ourselves back if all of a sudden the king doesn't like the fact that she's harboring. Well, I guess we're fugitives at this point.
Probably for the best. Make sure the kids stay inside.
That is also another reason I decided to stay. All right. Well, you guys have a good day. And as he looks at the book that says Onvidius Plaberskibble on it, and he just kind of opens it up and starts reading it a little bit. But okay, so you guys are. I guess are all of you gonna go and try to deal with this?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think so. Before we go,
yeah,
Elka.
Yes.
Why didn't you tell me your uncle was Elkis?
Why would I need to tell you that?
I've mentioned Archer before.
I don't know what that has to do with me.
Last I was aware from my friend, they were still a thing.
Okay.
Meaning that Archer is also your uncle.
And? I still don't know why that's my problem.
You could have told me.
I have no reason to tell you anything.
Fair.
Honest.
Whoa, somebody's getting you slapped down.
Or he's just slowly drinking his milk. This is awkward.
And as you guys make your way out, you guys head north, and you find yourself in the same map. Heck, Ori and Vaten are already there. What do you know? But you guys,
They're after images.
if you guys could all put down your tokens, I'll handle people that can't. Similarish just kind of dozing off on top of Ori's head at this point. Okay. So, well, we are getting close to where we need to
Can you
call
move
it.
me?
Yes. But this shouldn't take long. Okay, so you guys walk out into this forest clearing, and Ori and Vaten, you recognize this area, and you actually see the little gut pile of the boar that you
Oh, I would have buried it.
Oh, would you have? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might
you
we
see
might
like
see
a
the
little bit of
mound.
yeah. You see like the mound off to the side. You also see just a little bit of blood, like mixed in with the dirt a little bit. Um, you guys walk through and you see a forest. All of you make a perception check.
I'm gonna link that while I'm here.
Okay.
21. Wait. 21.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
Total.
So are you casting locate animals or plants?
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna let you know as your DM. This is a question. Ents are not considered plants; they are considered spirits.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, I wouldn't know that necessarily, so I'll still burn the spell to.
okay, yeah, you burn the spell and you can't. You detect plants; they're all over the place. And actually, some of the some of the plants are
It,
are like moving. And
I
seem
mean, it
more.
would be a specific type of plant,
Oh,
so
okay.
I would call out specifically an ent, thinking that an ent is a plant.
Oh well, then you would get no response.
Okay. Yeah.
I
But
would have looked at the picture.
they look like, and you would have read in there as well that in the biology of ents look like trees whenever they have buried themselves in the ground. You cannot see their faces, nor can you see their wooden beards that take up on their face. So as far as you know, you're just trying to find trees that move.
And I still have a headache.
Not really, but all right. So
One question before we dive any deeper in.
Yes.
I know Ori and Elka both have a magical weapon. I know Zane has a magical weapon. Alara typically doesn't attack with a weapon, so that leaves Thaddeus and Aiko. Are either of them sporting anything magical weapon-wise?
No, not me. I got a bow and a long sword, short sword.
And other than natural poisons, Thaddeus doesn't either.
Okay, that makes my life a little bit more difficult.
Well, actually, technically, Thaddeus does have a magical weapon, but does not have an element to it. It is the self-retrieving dagger that he has not used at all. But that is magical. But
yeah, okay. Noted. I'm going to. I'm going to be walking close to one of them. I haven't decided which yet.
So I'm sorry. What did Elka roll? Roll the 20 for
21.
21. What did Ori roll? 17.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's. And then what did what am I missing here? Beep. What did Beep roll? Rutro. Did Beep fall asleep?
He is not on the map yet.
He hasn't dragged himself. I'm just gonna roll for him. He may be AFK. Beep rolled terrible. Beep rolled a natural 1. So Beep is unaware.
Beep walked right into a tree.
And Beep is here. Beep is muted. But all right. So anybody who rolled above an 18, they rolled really high on their stealth. So that'd be only Elka.
Stealth or perception?
Yeah, you're trying to perceive their stealth.
Oh, okay.
Actually, we gotta roll stealth for the other ones. Okay. Elka, the only things you see are all the trees are moving, but specifically this side, like around here, those tree branches are moving a little different than normal. Hopefully. Okay. As well as right here, kind of close to you, that tree is also kind of moving abnormal to what every other tree is, though. Do you choose to point
Point
that
them out to people.
Yeah, absolutely. You can point it out.
Like those two right there are a little off.
Echo, let's do some target practice.
Oh, okay, I suppose.
Fuck, I gotta get my...
Which one are we?
I'm gonna fail at this.
I'm gonna go ahead and touch Ako's quiver.
Okay.
Giggity.
I like the way you do that.
Now we'll go. Oh wait, wrong spell.
Oh, it was grow.
Flame arrows.
Oh shit! I didn't realize you had that. Damn, you're burning a level 3 spell on him? Look at you.
Burning down the forest. He'll hit something.
Alright, so you're
I just told not to burn the forest and I can't hit my shots. Oh god.
So if you do end up hitting the shots, you add 1d6 of fire damage to your damage. So, Akor, so Elka's going to point it out. So again, it's here, here, oh, and here.
Can you like put little marks on the map for us?
I see nothing. Nothing popped up for me.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I think it was these three.
Yeah, I think you were on the wrong
Oh,
layer there.
yeah, my bad.
I think you said it was these three.
Because they're currently hidden. They're on the GM portal. GM layer. But we'll go ahead and we'll mark them in bright orange because they're gonna burn. Right there, and right there. Those are the three that you saw move.
What the hell? Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Knowing we had to burn stuff, Zach, I would have swapped my armor models.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm now in my infiltrator armor.
I'm going to say, Ako, if you're going to try to shoot, go ahead and roll an attack. And I'm going to say you can shoot all three, so roll 3 separate attacks.
One of those was really good.
So burning down the forest. All right.
He hit something. I'm so proud.
I just don't get it.
So the first one you aim at does you hit it perfectly. Well, you go ahead and do this real quick.
I am no Oliver Queen.
And you hit this one. Go ahead and roll your damage. And it immediately unveils itself, and it pops open.
You hit the wrong thing.
Yep.
But that was a very good roll if it was.
I know.
Yeah, another 19.
Which one do I hit again?
If you click on where it says longbow one-handed in the chat, like you've actually clicked the word longbow. In the actual chat window. I like how I'm pointing this way and yet on there it is.
Dang.
And then add another d6 as well.
Yeah. So there you go. 15 points of damage.
And if they're weak to fire, that 5 is doubled.
Yep. Yeah, that 5 is doubled. So it's 20 points of damage. And I'm gonna say this one rolls a Constitution saving throw because we're gonna see if it catches on fire. It rolled a 2. So yeah, this one it blazes, and you just hear as as soon as it's hit. The second shot, you go to shoot and you go to knock your arrow, and I'm gonna say the third one fails just for the sake of the comedic effect. Second one, you shoot and it hits. The AC is quite low in their tree form, and it hits this one, and this one immediately erupts open. Same, just screech. Roll for damage. Oh god, it's their Constitution saving throw. Go ahead and roll your d6 and double it.
Nice.
22 points of damage for that one.
Hog?
So
Oh,
you're
wait, that's-
you're like, fuck yeah, I finally hit something. It was a tree, but I hit something. And you go to knock the third arrow, and as you pull back the bow, your bowstring snaps.
Oh shit!
And the flaming arrow falls and hits your hand, and hits your bow, and your bow catches on fire, and you take 9 points of fire damage.
Jesus.
Rolling your damage die. Well, 9 points of damage total, so yeah. And you get stabbed by your arrow, and your bow catches on fire. Well, with your bow string. Although you can save the normal bow, but the string is snapped. That being said, the other arrow just kind of stabs you, burns you, and falls helplessly onto the ground, which I assume you're up in a tree right now, right?
Yep.
It falls to the ground. High or low, Aiko?
The point of order, the spell's magic ends on a piece of ammunition when it hits or misses. So
Good
I
to
don't
know.
think it would. I don't think it would if it fell. I
No,
don't think
it
it would
wouldn't.
catch anything
Because
necessarily.
it missed and hit him. I'm gonna say no, it would not catch. So don't worry about that. But that is that one awakes, and then all of a sudden you start to hear just like, grumbling, and let's see here. You see two more wake up
Maisie.
as they
No.
are now awake. I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
I was throwing at the same time he was, so I should get at least one free attack.
Okay, go ahead and which one are you aiming for?
Hog.
Which one did he aim at first?
The one on the top left.
Okay, that's where I would have aimed with my. I'm going to use my dagger that returns to me.
Okay.
And what I've had a chance to dip the tip in poison.
You could bonus action do that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip the in poison, and then I'm gonna leech it or throw it at the same time that he threw his.
Okay. I have a feeling Beep fell asleep.
Poor Beep.
So I will roll for him. It is getting late. We're gonna be done with this pretty quick.
Oops.
Beep rolled terrible. Again. It's a 9 for him.
This was my attack.
Okay. 19 does hit, yeah.
9 piercing plus. Oh, it's already got +5, and then whatever you get for poison.
It's a d6.
The 12.
Okay. So that's 12 points of damage on that one. Okay, so let me so I gotta do some maths real quick. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so you guys all roll for initiative. Yeah, you did, okay. Alara is an 18. Ori is a 19. Let's see here. Aiko is an 11. Alright,
I'm
there.
back. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine, dude. Oh, you're awake. Roll initiative for me, by the way.
13.
13. Cool. That's much higher than I rolled for you. Thaddeus is yeah, Thaddeus has rolled. Oh, Thaddeus did roll initiative. That's 17. Zane is a Zane. What'd you roll?
15.
15. And Elko rolled a 12. Okay. So they immediately spring to life, and let me go ahead and clear drawings. I'm gonna go ahead and can I like keep a fire? I wish I could keep a like a constant effect going, but I can't. So we're just gonna mark those with an orange ring again. Get large. So this one's on fire, and this one's on fire. So they need to roll initiative. And for the sake of this, they rolled terrible.
Good. I'm not the only one.
I mean, they are trees. You wouldn't expect them to move much.
They're ints. They're technically forest spirits. So they should. But so what one rolled bad? It's just a flat roll. These are just flat rolls for the one. That's a 12. God, that's a natural 1 for that one. Fourteen's respectable for one of them. Okay, so top of the order, we got Ori. Ori, 2 of them are on fire. What do you want to do?
Ori's going to move right here. Attack this one.
Okay. Thanks for the drawings, whoever did that.
You're welcome.
He's gonna attack with his glaive. I'll roll a strength check. This is 21. Roll to hit. That's a 19. Or rolled a 19, so that's a crit.
Okay. So you're attacking, sorry, this one right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, my 9, 18. Uh, 53 damage.
Okay, and which one's slashing and which one's... Because they have resistance to slashing and piercing. They're trees. Oh, bodies.
32, half that, so 18, I think. No. 16.
Okay.
And 2 extra lightning damage.
So 18 total. Alrighty. Okay.
Then then he will attack again.
Okay.
25 or strength check, a natural 20.
I'd say as long as you, no need to tell me, as long as you roll above, if you roll above 14, don't, like, you're a strong dude, but I'm having you roll just for this case, just for the chance you roll like a natural 1.
Okay. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Roll damage. Uh, 25 physical, so half that would be
13.
13, then
Okay.
3 lightning damage.
Okay. This one's starting to get increasingly more panicked and screeching louder.
Alright, action surge.
Go for
Hit
it.
again. 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Alright. Jesus. That is 34 physical. Half that would be 18?
17.
17.
That one's dead. How do you want to do this?
I don't know how do you kill a tree. He'll just like slice it in half.
Okay. With a crackling of thunder, you watch Ori just swing down his glaive one-handed and just split this thing in half, and it falls just over like dead wood. Dead. Still on fire.
And he'll just stand there because that's all of his movement.
Okay. All right. Well, then that is that's your turn then.
Yep.
Okay, Alara, it's your turn.
Oh, excuse me. What do I want to do? Let me see what I have. Oh. Okay, I'll move up. Hold on. I can't move very far because they're in there. I'll just move here, which is what? About, what is that, like 30, that space?
From where you're at, yeah, it's roundabout.
I'll just move and stay there.
Okay, you're gonna like hold the spell, or are you just gonna move and that's your turn?
I'll just move, that's my turn.
Okay. Vaten, what do you want to do?
I think the order is screwed up. I think I'm way higher than I should be because I only rolled a 15.
Yeah, oh, yeah, sorry, it's Thaddeus than you. Actually, and, sorry, Zane and Vaten, who has the higher, dex?
I have 16.
Then that's you. Because I only have 14.
Never mind. So, Thaddeus, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
Is the tree that I first hit still alive?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to do another attack identical.
Okay.
17?
To hit? Hits.
9?
Okay.
And poison. My 6. Where's my die go? There we go. 1, 6. 3. Another 12 again.
Okay, so, alright, cool.
And retrieve my dagger back.
Bonus action, retrieve it back. Cool. Is that your turn? Do you want to move at all?
That's, yeah, I'll advance forward, I think. Is that...
Okay. Cool. Alright, that is your turn. Zane, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna move up a little bit. I don't need to go very far. I'll go like to there. And I'm going to lightning launcher that guy.
That guy. All right, let me denote this that this one's dead real quick. Hold on. It's dead and on fire. Okay.
I'm sure that hits.
25 absolutely hits. Yes. Roll
So
for
this
damage.
is fun because I've not used this yet. But you're gonna like this, Zach. That's depressing because I rolled a 1. So it's 6 damage, lightning.
Okay.
And because of this, my lightning launchers give me. This is what I want to ask you because I'm pretty sure this is how this works.
Mm-hmm.
Once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with it, you can deal an extra 1d6. So does it mean mine and that one's turn?
I'm gonna say it's probably on your turn.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
So
But
you...
I'm going to take that extra d6.
Okay, go for it.
If I keep the shit on the table. That's a 2.
Okay. Damage is damage.
And I'm going to shoot again.
Go for it.
Pass. I need to roll first. Roll. Yep, that's a hit. 7.
7. Okay.
Lightning damage.
Cool. And they need to roll a Constitution saving throw because lightning causes fire. That one succeeded though.
Twice. Happened.
Yes.
Well, technically it happened 3 times, but
Absolutely succeeded twice.
I hit 3 times though.
Yeah, I rolled 3 times. Sorry, 3.
It succeeded all 3?
Yeah, roll a 16, a 16, and an 18, which it needs to roll a
Damn.
14. Okay.
Alright, that's all I got.
All right, that is your turn. Vaten, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and 5, 10. Oh, geez, I am not apparently moving. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I will go ahead and cast Scorching Ray on each of the 3. We see all 3 of the ones left alive, right?
From where you're at, yeah, all of them are moving.
The thing is, the one in front of you is technically dead.
This one's dead, yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and send a Scorching Ray. So that's the one that's already on fire. This will be the other top one and the bottom one.
10 misses.
That's fair.
17, both 17s hit.
Excellent.
High or
So
low,
the first
Vaten?
one. Oh, let's go high. I'm feeling saucy.
Okay, you are lucky. As you shoot your first Scorching Ray off, you're able to as you realize you're about to miss it, you're able to dissipate it before it catches anything else on fire.
Okay.
But 8 and 4 for those 2. Okay.
Yep. And I am cackling madly. I also will kind of shout over my shoulder, Tree Sleeper, 9 shots left. And that'll be my turn.
Well, that is your turn. Beep, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I will move up to. Hold on. I'll move up to here.
Okay.
And then I will use Bardic Inspiration on Ori.
On Ori? Okay. Is that a D8 now?
It is a D8 now.
Okay. Ori, you have a D8 for your next turn. Alright, is there anything else you want to do?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. Elka, it is your turn.
Alright. Right. Alright. I missed that. guess I will just move up here and fire my crossbow.
Okay.
15.
15 hits. They're not that hard to hit. They're trees.
Well, 5 damage.
What was the damage?
5.
Okay. Alrighty.
I don't want to go again.
You're gonna go again?
No, I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to waste it.
Okay. Well, that's your turn. It is, which one? This one's turn. It's going to, bonus action, Fury of the Forest, which doubles its movement speed. And it's going to move a full 40 feet up, which I believe is right here. And wait, let me count. It was right here. So 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. It was, yeah, so that's 40. All right, so with its then going to slam attack. You're going to see it's like almost like Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy. Its arms are just going to reach out, and they're going to be all like wiggling around, and you're going to see one arm reach out 15 feet and swing as hard as it can into Elka. 25 to hit.
I guess that hits.
Your camera froze again, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, it's Discord being weird.
Elka, on that attack, you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as it smacks into you. With its left tree arm, it's going to swing out, and it's going to... How far away is it from... Seeing that it took out... Yep, it can reach Ori. It's going to reach out and smack the shit out of Ori, or at least try to. With its left tendril. Cool. That is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. That's 12 points of bludgeoning damage for you. And that's going to free action screech at you. But that is its turn. Eiko, your bow is... I'm going to say your bow has since been... You've stomped your bow enough out to where the wood isn't on fire anymore, but your string is snapped.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Alrighty, it's all good. I will reach into my bag of holding and pull out my second bow, my two-handed bow.
Bows on bows on bows, bitch! Alright.
Hey, you're the one that gave me 2 bows. You told me to choose.
Yeah.
Bows ain't loyal.
And my spell is cast on your quiver, not on the bow.
Yep, so you pull it out.
Alright, and then I'm gonna shoot at that one. The one that you just moved up.
Oh god, we're in danger.
Okay, go ahead and shoot. 18! 18 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. Let's see if it passes its constitution.
And your D6.
Yeah, dude.
D6.
The force use.
That doesn't seem right. Because you don't think you can roll a 0 for damage.
Does that say 0?
Okay.
If you mouse over it.
No, you cannot.
Plus 4 dex.
I would say just roll the damage die, which I believe is a d6 for a longbow, right? Or is
Yeah,
it?
that's really weird.
No,
Or is it a d8?
it's a D8.
Okay.
Yeah, something fucked
So
up there.
I'd say just roll a d8 and add your dex because something's fucked up on your. So 2's doubled. And then 5. So... Okay.
9 damage.
That's a total of 7 damage because it's fire. And this one is.
You mean 9?
No.
Yeah, because he still gets his dex.
Double on the
5.
fire, though.
Oh, yeah, 9. Sorry, I forgot about the dex. So 8 split in half plus.
Oh, resistance to piercing. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's 8 split in half. Or no, sorry, 9 split in half. So that's 5. Well, so 9 damage, yeah. Okay. And that one is now on fire. Okay.
Vaten is still cackling like a madman.
As he should be. Okay, so that is your turn, Eiko. Is now. Oops. Didn't need to draw that. It is now this one's turn. It's going to also use Fury of the Forest and move its full 40 feet, which that's we're just gonna say it's there. And it's going to kind of like try to like avoid the one that's on fire.
I didn't mean to hit that.
Well, that one's on fire too. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I guess yeah.
On fire too.
Sorry. Yeah, that one's on fire. So it's not going to try to avoid what's on fire. And it's just going to reach out and try to smack Elka again. 17?
Just hits.
Okay. One was a 6 to 1. Okay. That's 9 more points of bludgeoning damage for you. And now it's going to go and try to slam down on the top of Thaddeus's head.
Ouch.
Oh, shit. Missed the dice tower.
Then it's a fail.
That's 18 to hit.
It hits.
There you go.
Yep, okay, I fixed it.
That is 15 points of bludgeoning damage. Rolled 3 5s. Its slam is 3d6, FYI. And then that is its turn. Now we come to this one's turn. It's going to use Fury of the Forest and move its full 40 feet. Which it's 30. 40. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that one. Right there. That's 40. And it's going to hit Ori. 25 to hit. 19
That
plus.
just hits.
Just hits, yeah.
Yeah.
That's 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And it's going to hit you again. We'll try to. That's an 11.
That misses.
Yeah, so it hits you on this first one, but as it tries to swing down, it like its tree branch gets like caught in another tree and like fails. That is its turn. Top of the order, Ori.
Ori's gonna hit the middle one.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and clear the drawings. And we're going to do that. Yeah, go ahead and... Those are on fire right there. This one is not.
He succeeds his strength check.
Okay.
And that is a nat 20 to hit.
Nice.
And total damage is 32.
32?
Yep.
Okay. That one... Okay, that one's... lets out a massive screech. It is not dead yet, but it is on fire and it is hurt.
He'll use extra attack to hit again.
Okay.
Succeed strength check. 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Oh, fuck, you know, you want attention, I go to pick you up, and then you...
Half of 23 is 17.
Cool. As you swing down into this one, you, same as the first one you killed, you cut down into it, and it lets out this one last little screech, and it falls in half, flop down on the ground, dead, with it being on fire, slowly scorching it as it lays there dead. Is there anything else you want to do?
We attack the bottom with my offhand.
No, I'm sorry. Where you're at? Did you move up?
I'm where I'm at.
Okay.
Is it? Yeah, it's good distance-wise, right?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, 10, yeah. So you're attacking the bottom one then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll a 10 again, 20 to hit.
20 hits.
And roll damage. What's that resistant to again?
Piercing piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing.
Oh, okay. Then half of 23, 17 damage. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not right.
It's 11. No,
11,
it'd be 12.
yeah.
It'd be 12. Sorry,
12, yeah. 12 damage.
Okay, cool.
And that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. That is your turn. Alara, what do you want to do?
Are these two in the circle still good?
Yeah, they're, sorry, this one is dead right here.
Okay. I'm gonna move up right here. And I wanna cast Earth Trimmer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Alara's a little earthbender.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw my cheese out of the ground. Boom!
Oaf would be proud.
I'm gonna throw Swiss cheese and an army knife comes out.
Yes. I think they just have to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. What's the spell DC?
Oh.
I'm gonna guess it rolled a 4. I'm gonna guess that fails.
Yeah, I don't even think it says what it is anyways.
It'd be for you, I think, a
8 plus wisdom
15
plus proficiency.
right? Because you don't have maxed wisdom, do you?
No, she does.
Oh, she does. Okay, so 16 would be the same as me then.
Okay.
Cool. So, on a failed save, takes 1d6 of bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. Where's my d6? Where is it? Where it be? Okay. Cool. I rolled a 2.
That's 1 point of bludgeoning damage, but it is prone. Alright, so this one is on fire and prone. We're going to use a green mark to say that it's... Well, actually, we don't need to use a green mark. We can just grab it and tilt it. So this one is prone, currently.
I mean, it's dead.
No, it's prone. It's still alive. It's just knocked over. Is there anything else you want to do, Alara?
Nah.
Okay, Thaddeus, it's your turn.
Alright, I accidentally already rolled my poison damage.
Okay, if it hits.
The one that I just went prone, I'm going to throw the dagger at again.
Okay, since you're throwing it's a ranged attack on a prone creature, you roll a disadvantage.
Oh, well then, okay, I'm gonna switch.
But you would get advantage, just so you would get advantage if you walked up and hit it.
If you hit it Yeah, if you walked up and hit it with melee, you would get advantage, which would give you sneak attack damage too.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do then.
Ding, 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 ding. Rogues.
And 21. Or do I?
No, try rolling again. Are you stabbing with your dagger?
Actually, I'm gonna stab with my rapier.
Okay. Go ahead and roll with advantage on your rapier. 20 hits. So go ahead and roll your damage dice and add your sneak attack bonus, whatever that is at your level. I think it's 3d6. If I remember correctly. I will check. Sneak attack. Thanks to the internet. Come on, give. Yeah, it's 3d6 at level 5. So you're gonna roll 3 more d6 and add that to the piercing damage, and then the 5 poison. So that's 21 piercing halved. So it's 11 piercing plus 5, so 16. Nice. It is actually. How do you want to do this?
I'm going to parry forward. On guard, you little bitchy tree shrub! And stab forward and just twist. And boing!
It just lets out a. Dead. Still burning. This one is still alive, though. So I believe that is your turn, Thaddeus. You would have gone up and stabbed it. So you'd be up here. And let's see here. That is your turn. Zane, what do you want to do?
There's only one left, right?
Yep.
I'm just gonna shoot.
Shoot away, shooter.
17.
17 hits.
Hog. It's 8 lightning damage.
8 lightning damage. Got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that extra d6
Okay.
for another 5. And then I'm going to shoot it again with my extra attack. And that's a crit.
Oh boy.
Okay. By the way, this one is now as well
On fire.
on fire.
Cool.
It rolled a 5 on its con save.
That's a depressing crit. That's 14 lightning damage.
14 lightning damage. It lets out a screech. I'm not gonna do it again because my throat's dry. And it is hurt, but still alive.
And it's on fire. And that's all I got.
And it is now the giggling man's turn. What does Vaten want to do?
We're going for another scorching ray. All 3 of them onto the 1.
Roll for attack. Oh my god.
Lord.
The Vaten's out for a vengeance. Yeah, roll for damage. How do you want to do this?
Just for flavor purposes, he throws a scorching ray out, throws another, and basically just walks up on this thing, just throwing more scorching rays until he's like almost on top of it, and he's just cackling like a madman the entire time.
Excellent. And then that one is dead. And we are out of combat. Although, okay, higher low.
We're gonna go low this time.
I rolled a natural 1. Somehow, after all these scorching rays you've been throwing around, and all these fire arrows you've been shooting, and all these lightning launchers you've been shooting, somehow the forest has not caught on fire.
Somehow I was accurate as fuck.
And the fires do subside, and I would like everyone to make a perception check, see if there is any more damage or any more danger.
Like that.
19.
And this will be a group perception.
19.
Ew.
Don't worry, we got this
That
for you.
that wonderful nat 2.
The 24.
I think
Crushing
we
it.
did
All-
good.
You guys, oh my god, yeah, you guys more than
Actually, it
sticky.
makes sense because I'm more
You're-
interested in the tree that I'm fucking up right now.
You all get the sense that there is no more danger, at the very least, in the sense of Ents anymore. You feel as though your task is complete, and because it is past 11, you guys feeling that your task is complete. Unless you want to further go on into the forest and look around more, you guys can head back to the house.
No,
I'm gonna
yeah,
head back because I gotta get going.
Okay.
Same.
As you come out of the forest, Elka, you and I'd say anybody that has a passive perception over 13, you notice from looking past the house on the trail that you came from the clearing, you notice a hooded figure, two hooded figures actually, walking like single file line, but the first one has almost like a animal snout, and their cloak, you could see ears coming off of like easily protruding up, and they are walking towards the house as you come into the clearing, and you all of you clock them, and you also see the one behind has a very snubby little beak coming out from the cloak.
Nope. No.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
No.
It's my boy.
No.
All right. We will find out who those two cloaked individuals are next Sunday. Everyone have a
Tell you.
wonderful
I
night,
tell you who they are.
and I'll be right back.
I gotta.
Oh, righty, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. I did see Arcadis. Thank you for that follow earlier. I don't normally interact with chat while I'm DMing, but I do sometimes type inside the chat. Thanks and everything. It is a one-man show running this. This is me. Hi, by the way. My name is Zach. Nice to meet you. But I appreciate everyone hanging out, and we'll be back next Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll see who those two hooded figures are. A few of my players know exactly who they are, but until then, we'll see you guys next Sunday. Catch you guys later. Have a wonderful night. Peace out.